That's R-R-W-W-A. I'm a Raider with an attitude. R-R-W-W-A. I'm a Raider with an attitude. If you first to pop off, then you most likely to win. See, I'm a Raider with an attitude. Living in sin, I got a sword and a grin. It's just protecting my race. These bitch ass motherfuckers get the fuck out my face. I'm about to give them a taste. Torpedoes set to explode. And these fools ain't fucking man. That's why they call them cowboys. And what's this bucket in the stands? Donkeys making crowd noise. They could eat on this when they take their L poison. I'm a
And welcome back to the Silver and Black Radio Podcast. I am your host, Raider Will, and I am here with the Silver and Black family, baby.
That's right. That's right.
Let's get it. Hey, I got my boy Tony Boba from Spokane. I got my boy All In Daniels from
You already know.
TBH
Let's
Dallas.
What's up? What's up?
I got my boy Adrian from TBH Dallas.
What's up, everybody?
And I got my VP and the co-captain of this ship, Matty B from TBH, Western Colorado. What up, baby?
What's up, fam? What's going on?
All right, fellas. Hey, on today's show, guys, we got a jam-packed show. We're going to start with segment one. And in segment one, guys, we're going to go over the Raiders-Chiefs game. Fellas, hey, let's go over the offense. You know, obviously, guys, we're all having some issues on offense. We start out with a bunch of juice, and right there, like usually right around halfway through the second quarter, right around second quarter, it seems like we start sputtering, man. I mean, like we're obviously having some problems adjusting to stuff that's going on. And I mean, like, I just really want to get the vibe that you guys got going for the game. So, hey, Adrian, let's start with you, baby. What you think about our offense, and, you know, what do you think we need to do, man?
Well, you know, we kind of touched on this before, but if we could have ended the game early, you know, in the first quarter, I think we would have been legit, right? So what we got to do is we got to figure out how we replicate starting off, coming off hot, and then keeping it going, right? Let's not get conservative. Let's let the ball fly, and I have confidence in Aiden that he could do what we need. We got the weapons, right? Possibly one of the best wide receivers out there. Let the guy throw the ball up to him. Obviously, JJ is eating, so I think that's what we do. Feed JJ 20 plus carries and let's go.
Yes, sir. Hey, All In, give me your thoughts, my brother.
A lot of the same, man. Just we gotta feed JJ. It all starts there. I don't know why we tend to go away from it. 8 carries in the second half, I think it was. That ain't gonna get it done. And you know, get Aiden in a rhythm early. Quick passes to open up the downfield game later. And for the love of God, could we get Tucker some reps?
Hey, talking about the invisible man lately, man, I haven't seen too much of Trucker except for that big play down there in New York, right? So I mean, like
Yeah.
versus that or in that play since that last or play, I haven't really seen him. Hey, Matty B, give me your thoughts, my brother.
Man, I think we started out strong. Looking came out, you know, putting our foot to their throat, but I think our offensive line kind of, you know, just I don't know, man. They seem to just fade out, you know, like they do really good for a couple drives and then they just give up, and then we got Aiden in the back, you know, he just gets eaten alive, man. And I think being a rookie is overcompensating for his throws, you know, trying to make the big play, but he's not really able to make it with so much pressure that he's facing. I think our offensive line is a lot of the reason why we have a lot of the downfall we're having right now. Yeah, I agree. Feed Josh Jacobs the ball. There's no reason to keep running away from him, man. We get him going, and look at the run he had against them, you know, for the touchdown. Like what, 65 yards, 68 yards?
63, I believe.
63.
Yeah.
63.
Okay, 63 yards. Yeah. You know, and we keep doing that. He's bound to do another one. You know, just keep feeding that guy the ball. He's the heart and soul of our team right now. And that opens up Devontae on the other side, you know. But it all starts with our
Absolutely,
line.
man. It's like, yeah, I agree with you there, brother. I mean, if you look at it right now, we got stars everywhere, but a subpar line. And that's an unfortunate thing. But, hey, brother, just like fine wine, baby, Tony Bova, give us your thoughts, baby.
Man, I think that we need to get back to playing with an attitude. Like, even though in the first, when we jump out to that league, it was more of a I can feel something coming kind of aspect of our play calling. Like, we just got too passive, and we're just not playing with enough aggression, attitude. Like, the line's not just getting dirty down in there. They're not. I mean, they're opening holes, but like, there's got to be more of an attitude from everybody that plays, and not just a piss poor attitude. I want like like just in your face, smash mouth football again, and it's what we're lacking. We don't have that Raider like aggression. Like, it was great when he first comes out. AP, everybody's hype, new coach, everybody's playing around, and then just like, where's the like, even like from us, where's the hype? We got to get something to get hype for. And I think that attitude would bring
absolutely, fellas, and I can agree
a lot of
with
it
all
back.
of you, man. Right now, what I'm looking at is, man, our offense doesn't have the ability to put big back-to-back plays together. If you guys look at it right now, we'll hit one big play, and then we get all conservative. I mean, like, we hit a bomb, run the ball. I'm like, hey, what happened with trying to get two big plays back to back, attack the field, get them attacked vertically so that way we can set up the run game? I think also, if you guys look at it, we have a confusion in identity, man. It's like, either if we're going to be a really good running team, then we got to run the rock and we got to have that, and run the ball the whole way through. But then if you go, hey, we're going to run the rock in the first half, and then in the second half, we're not going to run the rock at all, I'll be like, that's kind of confusing to me, because how do I tell my offensive line, hey, man, we're out there, we're going to pound them to death, and then we go, hey, we're going to pull back. We're going to do this, we're going to do that. We're going to pass block more. For me, it's a very difficult thing to see that, hey, one, I really feel like we should throw the ball a little bit more. Hey, maybe on first down so we can set up the run, you throw the pass. You don't necessarily have to run every first down. I get that we have to give JJ the touches, but in my opinion, you can give JJ 30 touches, but it doesn't mean you have to give him 30 touches running the rock. Guys, you can use him in the pass game. You can use him in the screen game. You can do it, you can give him different ways of touching the ball. And those are things that we should look at, like, hey, let's be realistic. I love that JJ gets the ball. I want JJ to touch the ball 30, 40 times a game. But, guys, they're loading up 9 in the box, and there's no checkout. I mean, like, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but, hey, I love Aiden O'Connell. I love the kid. I think he's young. He's just, inexperienced, and the playbook is limited because he had limited OTAs. It's not the coach's playbook, et cetera, et cetera. We can go on and on and on about that. But, his inability to check out of a play and say, hey, man, there's 9 people in the box. I want to throw the ball. I think that's a big situation. What's your guys' thoughts on that? Hey, let me start with Tony on this one, since you left off, Tony.
Man, oh man. It's not like he's a young rookie. I mean, he's a rookie, don't get me wrong, but he's played a lot of games. I don't see why he can't see certain things. But I mean, don't get me wrong. It's very difficult. It's the hardest position in sports that I believe. I mean, it's very difficult. But like the lack of adjustments at the line, like, he's got to be able to just have that courage to be able to stand by his call. Like, he's got to be able to see it, adjust, audible, and make the right read. And when he starts to do that, that'll bring along the other players, because they're going to see he's making those proper adjustments in the right time. So they're able to make their adjustments
Tony,
as well. So,
all right. So the kid has what? How many starts, fellas? I think 4 or 5.
5.
He
Five.
did what did he do? LA. He did,
And
and
then the
then
last
4 with AP.
5.
Yeah, 4 with AP. Yeah.
5 in the
So 5. He has 5, right?
So 5 in the
Mhm.
preseasons.
Oh,
So-
preseason looked like a G.
So,
Yeah, Yeah, but I mean, that's
Yeah, in
that's a
preseason he
whole
looked like a
that's a
G.
whole different ball game.
Yeah, but all right, so let's run it back, right? Like we said, hey, he has 5 games underneath his belt. Okay, I mean, in 5 games, Peyton Manning didn't look good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of these quarterbacks that have excelled over time really didn't look good.
So
So I think we have real small, like what is it, like a segment, or you can call it like a sample size, right?
A
Of
sample,
him.
right?
I mean, like, yeah, I don't really think we've seen enough for us to say like this kid is it. Now,
can, oh,
I get what you're saying. You want to see this kid start making adjustments, but I mean, like, really, bro. I mean, like I said, no off season, no.
They're not easy adjustments, but if they're loading, if I'm just saying, be able to know that
Yeah, I
that
get
might
that.
not work. Let's try something else. I mean, and you were saying samples, right? So you ever gone to Costco and got a
Yeah,
sample that you really didn't like, and you said, "I'm never going to eat that crap again"? It's the same. Like,
yeah,
I want to see the good samples down the road.
yeah,
Like, I want to go
yeah.
get the
And I
good
mean, like,
snacks. Like, give me the good
so what you're
stuff.
trying to say
Let me
is just
see.
you got to let him loose. You got to let him throw the rock. You got to let him. Okay,
Yes,
I got you. All right. Hey,
take the reins off.
all in. Let's go with you, brother.
Yeah, I was gonna say something similar to what Tony said. How much freedom does he have? Last year we heard, with in this offense, Carr didn't have the freedom to make the audibles at the line. Is Bo allowing the young rookie to make adjustments? I don't know. Just
I mean, it would be very odd for me to say, hey, man, like, don't make adjustments. I
right,
mean, if Poe is telling him that, then I mean, like, are we really like effectively growing this dude? I mean,
right,
like, you're not, you're hamstringing him,
right,
dude. You
right.
got to give him all
Nope.
the tools in order for him to work. So I don't know though.
Yeah, I don't. I
I,
mean, that's the thing. We haven't seen our quarterback, regardless of who it was, the last year and a half, make a lot of adjustments at the line. And I thought that that's one thing that Carr did very well under Gruden, uh, and it just seemed to go away. So, yeah, I think like I've said all along, get him going, get him a rhythm, get him a quick passes, get a rhythm going. Do a lot like Cincinnati did with Browning on Monday night. You know, get him in a
oh,
rhythm, get him going, build his confidence. And, he's got to have that confidence in each game. So
all
get it
right.
going early.
No, I like that. I mean, like, you got to give the guy confidence. Start with the short game, and then let him develop and get into that intermediate to deep game. Is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yep, I got you. All right. Hey, Matty B, let's go with you, brother.
honestly, if I'm being honest here, man, I really don't. I mean, I like Aiden O'Connell. Don't get me wrong, but I really do not see him as being a starting quarterback this year. I see him as a solid backup, like a Charlie Batch.
Okay.
This is kind of how I see it, Aiden O'Connell.
Yeah.
I kind of see him as like a Charlie Batch. He can make the throws. He can, he can stand in the pocket. He can deliver the ball. But have you noticed, like when our line collapses, he almost reminds me of Derek Carr in the backfield. He does not try to escape it. He just holds up and drops. He doesn't. He's almost, he's just a pocket quarterback. He doesn't have the speed to run. We need a guy that can be in the, like, when he sees the brush and he sees it coming, where he can, okay, I gotta make that quick decision, and okay, I'm going between these two guys right here, and escape it, or hit the edge and run the edge, and try to open the play. Look at Patrick Mahomes. Okay, take this for example. The guy is a great pocket passer. Okay, but he can extend the play. He sees the pass rush coming, and he's quick enough to get out of the way, and he's quick, and then he delivers the ball because his receivers can work with him. So when I look at Aiden O'Connell, I see him as being like a solid backup. I don't see him being one of those guys that are going to escape pressure, that are going to create that extension on that play to allow your receiver to get open. I think he does need a lot of, I think he does need a lot of progress. Like he's made a lot of progress, but he's not someone in my eyes that I see that we are sold on this dude, and I mean, yeah, he's really got to show me something, because we went the first 2 games without a touchdown with the guy. that he didn't throw a touchdown. So I mean, like, if I
Uh,
gotta see improvement, I'm looking at improvement of, hey, I want to see consistency every single game. I want to see at least a touchdown a game, before I say, hey, I'm throwing all my chips in on Aiden O'Connell for my future, because there's some pretty good quarterbacks coming up in this draft. And, are we going to really pass up one of those dudes to keep a guy that I kind of see as being a Derek Carr in the future? Don't get me wrong, I like Carr, but Carr has problems, man. And it's showing not only in our organization, but also in the Saints organization as well.
no, absolutely, man. And I think there's a lot of people like you right now. I mean, like, I think people aren't sold on Aiden O'Connell yet. And I don't blame them. Guys, we've only had a 5 game sample size. Now, whatever he does, these next 5 games is going to be huge.
Yep.
I mean, yes, everybody knows the lack of mobility is a huge issue. I mean, it's not even the lack of mobility to say, like, hey, to be like a Michael Vick. It's almost like, hey, the mobility within the pocket, like Tom Brady.
Just,
Okay,
just a little
like
bit.
Peyton Manning.
Yep.
Yeah,
Just that little bit
I
of
don't see it out
upstep
of
and
him.
just delivery. Like Peyton Manning wasn't like that. You didn't see him running out around the pockets and shit like that. But he did. He would step up in that pocket and he might have taken that hit. But he delivered that ball. He wasn't scared of it. And
Yep.
when you look at Derek Carr and Aiden O'Connell, they don't do that. They're not going to stay. I seen more out of Stidham taking a hit and standing in a pocket than I seen so far of O'Connell.
No, absolutely, brother. And I mean, at the end of the day, O'Connell, like we said, we don't know what we have there. His lack of mobility is definitely an issue. And we have to look at that and say, hey, if we're going to draft a quarterback, then what are we going to do? And there's plenty of them in this round, in this draft. So
Exactly. There you go.
that's, I
Give us
agree.
a reason to not draft a quarterback. Like, you got 5 games to give
No,
me a reason why
absolutely.
we don't take a quarterback number 1.
Yep.
And maybe we wait a little bit.
Yes, sir. I
But if
got
we
you.
don't,
I 100%
we gotta
agree.
go. I
Yep.
mean, we need
Yep.
Yes,
that.
sir.
We need that impact player. We don't need
And
that
hey,
game
guys, we just
manager.
had Gunny Raider join the pod. Hey, brother, thank
What
you
up?
for
What up?
joining us. I know you had
Nice. What's
Sorry,
up?
guys.
Hey,
Hey, Vegas was hard to get
it's
into
all
today,
good.
man. So,
Hey, yes, sir. Hey, hopefully everybody's safe out there, man. Nothing but players out there
yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Adrian, brother,
Yes,
your
sir.
thoughts on that, brother? So hit me
Yeah.
with it.
So everybody has some good thoughts and some good call outs and stuff like that. For me, I still want to give the guy some chance to show us what he could do. Now, I've seen some good, right? I really liked how he extended that play and threw that touchdown to Mayer in the end zone against New York. I thought that was brilliant. I thought that showed that was impressive, right? That he could get that throw off, and the catch obviously was brilliant as well. But then against Miami, there was times where he just still kind of lost out there. He took kind of some steps back from me. So, I want to see something as well. Mobile quarterback, he is not. We know that. But I'm not there yet to be like he can't be our guy. I think I'm kind of neutral right now. I still need to see some stuff. But I guess ultimately it's like he's playing for that decision. Are we going to draft somebody early, or are you going to be the guy, right? And so that's still yet to be seen for me. And also back to the play calling. I don't know what his limitations are on the field. It's tough for me to tell. Is this offense even option friendly, right? Or is it kind of, hey, this is your reason. If that doesn't work, then bail. You don't have. There's not much improvising there. So I'm not really sure. So those are the kind of things that I would need to know to help me better make a decision. Kind of like, all right, this is the guy. Like if they're like, hey, no, guess what? He has full access. He has the ability to audible anything he wants. I'm like, okay, I'm not that impressed then. It'd be easier for me to say that. So that's kind of where I'm at with that.
Right.
No, absolutely, brother. All right. Hey, so Mike, check it out. This is what we were talking about. We are talking about our offense's inability to keep going after the first half or, first, second quarter. We're always sputtering out. First half, we're always sputtering out. We're talking whether, hey, is this something that is done because of what's the solution here? What can we do? Hey, is it AOC? Is it, the game planning? What is it? Basically just trying to cover that. What are your thoughts on that?
We're talking specifically about the Chiefs game.
Yeah, we're talking specifically about the Chiefs game.
Yeah, we're just not as good as the Chiefs, bro. You know what I mean? They came out hot. They came out on fire. You know, it was like, it's like, when you watch a fight and somebody goes in and they got to kind of survive the first round with the guy who comes out real hot, and then it just after a while he starts getting outclassed, right? Unless he knocks him out in the first. So it's that type of thing, man. They're just not equipped to deal with the Chiefs like they have before in the past. This offense is somebody else's offense. It's being run by somebody else. We got like a whole bunch of different types of pieces. We're like Frankenstein in this thing together. You know what I mean? So it's not exactly a perfect scenario for our offense and all that stuff. And I was hearing you listen to you guys talk about Aiden O'Connell. I think we still have to draft a quarterback in the first round, anyways. You know what I mean? Because we don't. Again, we're still dealing with a fourth round rookie. The rookie can be the guy, I guess. Eventually, but are we going to sit around and wait until he becomes the guy, or do we need a guy that's going to become the guy now? You know what I mean? So I think we have and O'Connell needs a lot of perfect pieces, man, because of that inability to move around and all that stuff. That O line has to be perfect in order for him to be the guy, right? It's kind of like Derek Carr. He needed everything to be perfect around him in order for him to be like really, really good. As soon as the O line broke down, he just even though he was more mobile than O'Connell, he never used his legs, and O'Connell just doesn't have legs. He's literally down there. He's on his knees, man. Like
Yeah,
he's a
no, you're
statue,
not lying about that. Yeah.
straight up statue.
So, all right, fellas. So we talked about AOC. This is kind of the next step I wanted to talk about. AOC had one of the highest quarterback ratings against the Chiefs, okay, in the whole league. So he had 0 turnovers against a really good defense. He moved the ball. Yes, we had some issues in the second half. Now, guys, in your opinion, okay, what does this young man have to do in order to show you that, hey, he can be a starter in this league? I know Matt already said, hey, man, I really feel like this guy's going to be a really good second string guy, maybe a guy that's a game manager, things like that. I mean, like, there's a lot of feelings like that where there's a lot of split decisions on this kid. So I want to know, hey, what does this kid have to do in order for him to be like, hey, man, solidify my spot and be this guy in order for you not to draft a quarterback in the first 2 rounds? Because if you draft a quarterback in the first 2 rounds, that guy's going to be a starter, hands down. You don't draft a quarterback in the first 2 rounds unless the guy's going to start. So, hey, I'm going to start with Matt on this one. Go ahead, brother.
Hey man, to be honest with you, I think, like you said, if I want to see him earn the starting job and not have to draft one, like, yeah, he had a perfect quarterback rating, or out of all the quarterbacks this week, he had the quarterback rating out of all of them. But that's got to be consistent, and we gotta be able to open the field up and move the ball, a little bit better than we did. We can't do it for 1 quarter and then be dead and that's it. We got, like you said, we got to take bigger chances. I got to see him move around a little more. I got to see him not fumble the ball as much. Because, I mean, seriously, the guy's got butterfingers. As soon as somebody gets pressure to him, and they swipe at him, he drops the ball. 3 in 1 game against LA, and then, a couple throughout the last weeks. He hasn't lost a lot of them, but been a couple times where it came close. So, definitely better ball control. Like he's a 4th-round quarterback, and I'm not hating on the dude. I'm not a hater. I'm not talking anything bad about the guy. He's just inexperienced, man, and he's only had like I said from the beginning, he's probably only had 10 plays that he ran the whole offseason. So
Yeah.
trying to solidify a guy that's only got that many reps or hasn't thrown a ball to a starter all off season, it's going to be hard in the middle of the season to change that up. So, like I said, I'm not hating on the guy, but there's a lot of stuff that goes into him solidifying that job.
I got you, brother. So, hey, let me go to Adrian. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, so I think well, we have 5 games to see if we're going to be making those moves, right? It's always a gamble anyway when you're drafting a quarterback early. We've seen some young quarterbacks have success and some not, right? With or without pieces. So, you know, I think the jury's still out for me, and I just need to see a little bit more to kind of go in there. Is he a start? I guess to answer your question, is he a starting quarterback in the NFL? Well, he's starting for us, so yes, he's a starting quarterback. If you're okay with a 16 plus quarterback, 20 plus quarterback, then maybe that's what he is, and then that's your answer. But I think that he can start in this league, and he's shown that he can. So
If you can get a
Okay.
game in the NFL,
So
you can start.
no, absolutely. So here's my again. So let me ask you like this, Adrian. What do you feel he needs to do, or where does he need to take the team in order for him to be our like considered our long term solution in your opinion?
well, we need to see some touchdowns, right? I want to see some less forced throws into some traffic. He seems to like to really jam those into get into Devontae and even get Devontae some into some bad situations, right, where he's getting kind of hurt and stuff like that. I want to see him protect the ball a little more overall, but win obviously, right? Win kind of cures a lot, and I want to see him be a part of it. So for me, it's I just need to see some accuracy in his throws, and some big plays. So and wins obviously, and the winning KC would help as well.
All right. So we got 5 games left. Give me a number of win. How many wins?
I'd say at least 4 of them.
All right. Well, he has to win the next 4 to 5 for Adrian. All right. Hey, Tony B, give us your solution there because you look way too comfortable right there in that big boss suit.
Right. No, man. I'm gonna spin it a little bit off the last one. I kind of want to see a little more aggression on his play call, like not on his play calling, but like he's managing the game good. There was no turnovers last week. I'm not saying I want turnovers, but I like when he plays like the old school gunslinger type quarterbacks where he's getting the ball down. He's willing to maybe risk giving an interception on a well played ball, but aggression in passing doesn't necessarily need to be reckless. It could still be controlled aggression. And that's what he needs to do. He needs to get aggressive in the right times, in the right plays, and make those reads and be able to not just be checking down all the time. I hate like sometimes when you have a 3rd and 17 and you know the play's probably not there and you see that 2 yard dump. Like I don't want those third and longs. I want shorter third down conversions opportunities,
Oh,
but
I
the
got you. So
willingness
you want him to
to
be
throw
more
the ball
aggressive.
downfield and
Now
get
that's
going.
going to be more on Bo, in my opinion, that he's gonna, he's the play caller,
Yes.
so he's gonna have to let that guy loose. Now, hey, let's go ahead, all in.
Yeah, man. I think
You're
just
next.
take be aggressive, take some risk, make some adjustments, be a leader. Just grab this thing and go with it. But yeah, we gotta put up points. We gotta start putting up points. It's ridiculous that we've only scored over 20. What one time,
Yeah,
twice?
twice,
Yeah.
twice this season.
Twice. Twice. 21. Because you remember we
Oh
got
Yes,
yeah.
that's
the
true.
Yeah,
Yep.
the
And then
safety when we had 19.
yeah, and then the other we put up
New,
30 or whatever it
New
was.
York.
Yep.
Yeah, we gotta just be
Mm-hmm.
aggressive. Stop being
But again, I
conservative.
get what you guys are saying. Like everybody keeps going back to like being aggressive and being conservative. But I'm like, isn't that more of the play calling than it is the guy that's in the huddle? So that's where we got to look at it and say, hey, Bo, like that's on you. We can't
Yeah.
tell the guy that's in the huddle, hey, I got this play call that came in. I'm like,
no,
I
they
can't be
just.
like, hey, well, fuck that
I
guy. I'm
think
not going
more
to
like
call that.
not
Hey, was
necessarily saying that they're like being more aggressive. I think more everybody is saying like be more smarter with the ball. Don't force the ball into triple coverage trying to feed Devontae the ball and make him happy. Be
go through
better
your
and
reads.
conserve the ball a little bit better. If you don't see that long ball, yeah, take the check down. But play smarter with it. I think is what everybody's trying to say. Not necessarily be
Yeah.
they're
Okay.
be more aggressive.
No, I get it.
You got Hooper, Mayer, Renfro,
No,
Myers.
we got dogs everywhere. We got dogs
Yeah.
everywhere.
And
I mean, like you're absolutely.
for an offense that was supposedly built
All across the
around tight
board.
ends, we sure in the hell don't use them.
They keep saying that, man.
Maybe just the opening
Not past
play.
the first quarter.
Opening
Oh,
play, maybe, and then
Yeah.
you won't see him for the rest of the game.
Hey, but not past the first quarter, bro. Hey, but a man that knows all about leading. Hey, it's you, Gunny. Let's go, baby.
Well, here's why I hate passer rating, man. Because 200, he went for. I don't have the exact. I think he threw for 20, 22 or 33, something like that. 248
Yeah, and then he
yards
went
and
248.
and one touchdown. Here's my problem, man. The difference between a really good quarterback and a middle of the pack bottom half quarterback are the ones that throw multiple touchdown passes a week and the guys that throw 1 or 0 a week. I'm honestly not looking for another Derek Carr, man. And it seems to me like he's moving in the direction of being more of a Derek Carr than a playmaker. Nothing against Derek Carr. He played for us for as many years as he could, but he was never that guy. You know what I mean? He was never the guy. So, I mean, with the amount of quarterbacks that are in this draft that are going to be good or should be good players in the NFL, if we pass on a quarterback this year, man, that's going to hurt, man. That's going to hurt because we don't have any idea what O'Connell is, and it's never going to hurt us to have 2 quarterbacks in that room that can play ball, right? So I know we have other places of need, but man, I got to see more touchdowns, bro. He's not that great in the red zone either. Like it's a lot of things that I see that we've been dealing with for the last 10 years. You know what I mean? So I don't want to be grooming a new car. I want a new car. You know what I'm saying? I want a Lambo, dog. You know what I mean? Forget these Honda Accords. I want a Lambo.
No, absolutely. I mean, like we need a Ferrari. We need something out there.
What's that?
So Mark's gonna have to put up some money to
Hey.
get one of those.
Absolutely. Do it.
Money's not a problem now, bro.
It's not.
I mean, like money is not a problem.
Yep.
All right, fellas. Like we said, hey, we talked a little bit of AOC. Hey, this last game as well, fellas. We saw the run game come alive. I mean, like we're starting to see Josh Jacobs start coming around, start moving the ball, hey, he's starting to break runs. I mean, like we're starting to see him come around. It's nice to see. What are you guys' thoughts about him now? Hey, this season, the way that he's played, do we keep him long term? Do we keep him short term? Thoughts? Hey, let me start with Gunny. You ended it last time. Let's start it with you this time.
I hope they keep him. You know, obviously you could see the difference between a player who had no training camp, right? I mean, he didn't get going till week 6, and that's when we saw. I think it was about week 6 when we started to see some real big, explosive type runs from him and things like that. So we get him in there, we put him in camp. He's still the best player on our team, man. Besides Devontae Adams and Max Crosby, I mean, arguably the best player on our team. You know, when he gets his, we almost always win, and that's why I was saying, I was like, I mean, he got his, and we still didn't win, which means to me, we're just not as good as the Chiefs. You know what I mean? So that's what we just couldn't keep up with them. But I believe we do keep them. If we keep the coaching staff that's in place, that's another big ass question that we got coming up. Is Mark Davis going to keep our coaching staff in place? We may have to change out a few things, right? But yeah, there's a couple things that need to be changed out. But if we keep the head of the snake, right? If we keep AP and we keep our defensive coordinator and all those guys, then of course they can switch up a couple things. But I mean, if they keep AP, I don't think there's any reason why they don't re-sign Josh Jacobs. I think they will. I think AP knows his value, right? If you bring in somebody from the outside and we get another one who don't value the running back position, then we probably won't keep him. You know what I mean? You know, I just don't see that happening. But he's a great player, man. He's a great player. He's got a few more years left in him. That's for sure. Can't hear you, dog. Will, can't hear you, bro.
All right, contract wise, hey, how many would you like to see?
Say again.
How many years?
There you
How
go.
many years would you like to see
We
contract
could put
wise?
him on a 3-year contract. I don't think that's bad.
3 year, 12 a year. I think that's fair.
Yeah, I think three
36?
three to me is probably when he's probably going to conk out anyways. You know what I mean? We'll probably start to see some of that wear and tear in that third year anyways. But you give him the 3-year contract, but you know those things are never they're never like they say 3 years, but if they want to cut you in two, they can. You know what I
There's
mean?
always an out.
So yeah, you give him you sign him up for the 3, make him happy. You know what I mean? You got a
Right.
beast in the backfield that we're not going to get rid of. That's perfect, man. You know, we still got Devontae next year. He ain't going nowhere unless somebody wants to eat all
Yep.
that money that he's worth. You know what I mean? So we got Devontae, we got our left tackle, we got a running back, we got Max on the DN side. You know, we're starting to see some defensive players come alive. Like things are there, right? They're there. Now we need a playmaker, dog. We need a playmaker at that quarterback position, and we need to shore up that offensive line. And that I think that's the key to this whole thing.
All right, shoot, that's perfect, brother. All right, hey, let me get all in.
All right, what refresh my memory. What the question about Josh again?
Hey, so if, would you want to re-sign Josh? I mean, the running game's coming alive. Do we want to keep him? How many years? You know, kind of give
Yeah,
me some contract
what's
info.
wild, man, is and I didn't realize it going into the Chiefs game. He was third in rushing, and he had over 1,000 scrimmage yards already, which is who I was having a conversation with at our watch party out here. I was like, nah, that can't be right. So I looked it up. Man, sure as hell, coming into the Chiefs game, that dude was third in rushing,
No shit.
which is crazy to me because
Yep.
it doesn't seem like his season's been that great.
Yeah.
Um,
No, you ain't
no,
lying. That's why when you told me, I was like,
For
what?
real.
Yeah,
yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
that's insane.
and man, if the rumors were true that he turned down the 3 year, $40 million contract, I don't know what it takes to keep him because I thought that was more than fair. Um, but I think the previous point was right. If AP's the coach, Jacobs ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I agree with you too. I mean, that that's the first time I've heard of that rumor when he dropped 3 year 40 million.
Yeah, I saw
That's
a
the
few
first time I heard that
reports.
contract.
Yeah, I saw a few. It
That's a
was
big one.
like 336 or 340. It was right in that area.
Man, that's big. Hey, Matty B, your thoughts on Josh J, and should we keep him long term? And what would the numbers you'd like to see on that contract?
man. I think everybody's hit it right on the head, man. I think it starts with AP. I think it. If we don't keep AP and we don't, we're gonna have a big off season if we don't keep AP. We're gonna be losing a lot of play, but I feel like even Devontae might even want out. I think if we keep Jacobs, it all depends on him. I think honestly, if those, that, like, I'm not saying all in's wrong or anything. I haven't seen any of those reports myself. Maybe I just haven't seen them. But if that's the case, my opinion on that would be more like, Josh McDaniels didn't pick up his fifth-year option. He let him walk. And so when Josh McDaniels let him walk, he said, "Fuck you! I ain't gonna sign a 3-year contract with you. I will go somewhere else." But we tagged him, right? So unless we let him go, he plays for us. So Jacobs knew that, hey, if I'm not signing a 3-year contract with you guys for 40 million. What I'm gonna end up doing is I'll probably end up, I'll play for you this year because you got me on a tag. Give me that extra 2 million for me to play. Now, like I said, going back
We
to
could tag him again this year too.
Yeah, he could be tagged
tag
again.
again too, and I see some like Josh McDaniels shit going on like that. If we still had Josh McDaniels, I could see him doing some stupid shit like that. But I don't see us tagging him again. Honestly, I don't. I think our first priority this offseason is going to be getting our head coach and getting that contract done with Josh Jacobs. I think those are the two biggest things that we have. Like you said, we already have Devontae. We already have our left tackle. We already have, we already have Max Crosby. We have Spillane for a couple years, so we have some pieces that we can work together. That we're only a few pieces away. So if our biggest thing right now is getting a little bit more on offensive line this offseason and locking up Josh Jacobs and getting our head coach locked in. I think, like all you guys said, it all starts with AP.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Tony B, thoughts on Josh J?
You got to sign him. A house has many pillars that it's built on, and we need different spots and support beams across this house to make this roof stand tall. We need that offense. We need the run game established. We need the playmaker at the quarterback position. We have the wide receiver. We have a defensive end. We have a couple more pillars that we need to build on, but we don't need to subtract. It's not addition by subtraction. This is addition and addition and addition, and just adding to what we got with the framework that we have in place, and not just taking stuff away, because every time you just take that one pillar, the foundation cracks. They might not be saying it, but they're playing with a chip on their shoulder. We don't need chips on their shoulders. We need to be knocking chips off of other people's
Where
shoulders.
he takes it to the
Yeah.
stake and he says, like an 8 by himself, is weak, but put a bunch of them together, makes them stronger. Like he's saying, you got to solidify that, man. Make us stronger by adding more sticks to it, let's make the pillar.
Yeah.
That's what we got to do.
We need more dogs. I mean, like, basically what we're saying. We need more dogs.
Just dogs. We got to have depth, too, when we look at all this, man. We can't just be like, oh, shit, we got running back, but now he's hurt. Now we got nobody behind him. Now we're lagging in that area.
Yeah, and Zeus ain't it, bro.
Yeah, just having starters ain't it. You got to have everything from the starters.
We need a backup running back ASAP.
Yeah, everything, So,
All right, fellas. Hey, let's get Adrian in here. Adrian, thoughts, brother?
Yeah, man. So I think it's gonna be a sweep, all the way through because, before Gunny first answered, in my mind I said pay the man, and then you asked him how many years, and I think in my mind definitely if I not had three in my hands. So I think we're all aligned right there, right? I think he's proven that he brings that edge and that attitude to the team that we need, right? The AP is a factor as well, and then again, when you go last, you kind of get some of your talking points spoken before you, right? But obviously, Zeus has shown that with this opportunity, he's not taking advantage of that. So, I think all is looking good for JJ, and let's get him back on the team.
Can't hear you, brother.
Hey, guys, so I agree with you guys. Like, honestly, I'm looking at it. I'm like, dude, 3 years, 36 mil. That's where I'm at with it. At 3 years, 36 mil, I think that's going to be a good number. Now, if we bring back AP, that's going to be another crucial thing for him. You got the coach that he likes. You bring back your workhorse at 3 years, $36 million. You're getting a steal. I mean, I don't know another running back that does what he does and puts up the type of numbers that he does. Like All In said, hey man, this guy he's third in rushing, and I was like, how is he third in rushing when we only had some games where we had 80 yards?
There was a game he had 48.
He didn't even have. He didn't break over 100 till like week 6, dude.
He was negative
Yeah,
2 in Buffalo.
Like,
yeah. So that's what I'm like. This dude is a straight dog, and if we don't,
It's unreal.
him, I think that's a total mistake on our end, and we really are going to be missing him. I mean, it's just like Gunny said, man. Hey, I love Zamir White, but he's just not it. I mean, like that kid is not it. We need to, just bite the bullet and say, hey, that McDaniels experiment, we just got to let it go. But all right, guys, hey, and somebody just hit it right here. All right, so this question is going to be for each of you individually. We know Devontae Adams is the best receiver in the game right now. Okay, and for sure, I'm pretty sure the Jets were calling the last regime, and everybody knows that we were getting phone calls about this guy. Okay, now, obviously, I think whether we re-sign AP or re-sign another coach is going to be a huge thing on what we do with Devontae Adams. Okay, now I'm gonna put you guys in the GM/owners box. Okay, my one question. All right, and we're gonna start with Bova. I just need what you need. If I trade you, okay, if I'm the
I know where you're
Jets,
going with
okay,
this.
if I come in and I'm the Jets, okay, I'm gonna give you, okay, my first round. I'm gonna give you a first round draft pick, okay.
I know.
Then I'm gonna give you Quentin Williams, okay. They're nasty D tackle, okay. But I want Devontae. Tony B, do you take that trade? Yes or no? Okay.
I,
Nope. Nope. Nope.
no.
We got it. We got it. He said no. He's like, look, hesitation.
I
All right. Go ahead.
it wouldn't be bad, but no, you don't. I don't. We still need that offensive weapon on the outside. So you throw in their wide receiver
So you think so you're hey,
and
I
think
mean like,
about it.
hey, I'm not thinking about it. Now you throw in that type of package, I mean
Done.
like
You better give back your
I
first
might
round
say
pick.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean like
You're gonna get 2 first round
because I'm
picks for
telling you
1
that's
first
the
round pick.
league.
That's not even a. That's not and one of your first round
I
picks is
like that though, Tony. I like that counter. I mean, like if I got that phone call and I'm the Raiders, hey, you know what? Why not throw in a Garrett Wilson in there? Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, like, hey, doesn't hurt the
yeah.
check. But I like that, Tony. I like that. All right. Hey,
It's got. I mean, it's not far fetched to say that it could be part of a package of some sort. I mean, it could be worked out. I mean, and I'm not saying that. I just think you got to have an outside weapon. You got to give them a weapon if you want whatever quarterback's back there to be able to. Wouldn't you want like the best quarterback back there that you got throwing to the best wide
oh no,
receiver in the game? It's
absolutely,
going to give them outs.
absolutely. All right. Hey, all in.
So
Same question goes to you, bro. If I go, hey, this is what I got. What do you got for me? Hey, if I give you Quentin Richardson, if I give you my first round draft pick, I mean, what do we do?
man, that's that. Honestly, a lot of that, in my opinion, depends on the head coach. If it's AP, no.
Okay. Now, if it's another coach, do you consider and I'm putting you at the GM spot. You're the guy in
So if
charge
it's
here. So
another
you know.
coach and we're now going into build mode, it just depends on the if it's build mode,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're biting the bullet and doing it. All right, I got you. Hey, so hold on. Let me go to Matty B. Hey, if I give you Quentin Williams and I give you a first round draft pick, do you consider it?
Yeah. Yeah. The reason
Oh,
why I
you're
say that is
considering
because
it.
man, you got 2 first round picks this year, right? You're gonna get a next, or you got 1 first round yourself, right? You're gonna get another one. You're getting a defensive
Yeah,
tackle, okay? You're getting a defensive tackle to help solidify the middle right there, right? Probably one of the best defensive tackles in the
yeah,
league, right? So you take that first
yeah,
round pick that you get, you solidify your quarterback in the first, right? Because you're gonna have a lower pick than the Jets. Maybe Jets might even have a better pick than you do. So you take a quarterback with your best pick. Now you got a couple receivers coming out. You're gonna be mid, early to mid pick, when you come in with that second pick, right? So now you draft Marvin Harrison Jr. or you draft his teammate,
I don't think he's
Igbuka.
available there,
What
dude.
about his
I mean,
what about his teammate?
he's gonna be a first
Igbuka.
rounder like
What about
high.
Igbuka, his teammate? You take that guy too. He's a good
I could
receiver.
see that.
Take him. You know what I mean? Solidify. Get younger.
No,
If you want to
no, I like
give
it.
Aaron
Hey,
Rodgers, give Aaron Rodgers, and or give him back. He's gonna be happy with him. He feels like he's gonna go and win something with him. And Devontae's already said he don't want to rebuild mode. So if we're looking at say we don't bring back AP, we're looking at a rebuild mode with a new coach, no matter what. You give it to Jim Harbaugh, he's going to go in,
Yeah.
he's going to set his own pace, he's going to get rid of guys, he's going to come in, he's going to bring his own people in, and he's going to make his own team. So unless you bring AP back,
No.
and even if I'm AP, I'm still looking at that option too, because I'm like, hey man, there's still some good receivers coming out of college, and I can go younger in this position. And hey, who did we pick up in the offseason? Jacoby Myers. Now, I think Jacoby Myers this year has done a little bit better than what Devontae's done, by getting open and getting the ball, getting yards after catch, scoring touchdowns. I think he's actually proven to be a little bit better on the outside this year than Devontae has. So, I do have him for a couple years. So, you know what I'm saying? You got your defensive tackle now, an extra first-round pick, which is going to be in that earlier rounds. Why not try to go a little bit younger? Yeah, you may lose a guy over it, I don't know. It's hard to say because you could lose a guy like Josh Jacobs, for instance, over this, So that's just kind of like.
I mean, like you can. I got you, brother. I got you.
On the coach, I'm saying yes. That's my answer. Yes.
Okay, so you're looking at it, and it depends on the situation again. Okay. Hey, Adrian?
Yeah. So GM, right? So I'm gonna see if I can't make that deal a little bit sweeter, right? Like Tony was getting at. I think what's the mindset, right? Do we know we're keeping AP or we're not? If we know we're not, then absolutely we're shopping, right? And then when the chips are going to fall as they may. And he mentioned the pillars as well. Then we might start losing some other pillars, right? So it depends. Are we trying to rock with this team that we have? Then obviously that's not the deal, right? We keep them and we're keeping the guys intact. We got some solid guys there, and we reject that offer.
All right, brother. Shoot, Adrian, just real short, real straight to the point. Love it. Hey, Gunny, thoughts?
Well, although I will say that trade I think is unrealistic coming from the Jets. I don't think they would offer up a first and probably their second best player on the team.
Rodgers,
I mean, like they got dudes on. Yeah. They got Sauce Gardner. I mean,
no,
like they got other dudes.
I get you.
Running back.
I don't think it's realistic, but to answer the question, if that trade did come through, I would 100% take that shit. It's just exactly what Matt said. You know what I mean? Now you got 2 first-rounders and one of the best D tackles in the league. Come on now. I mean, that seems to me a no-brainer. It really is. And Devontae's not no spring chicken either no more either. You know what I mean? So how many years does he have left?
Yeah.
So
that's where I look at that. Yeah, I agree with that. That's where I look at it, and I say, man, that dude's 34 years old. I'm like, hey,
I ain't saying, dude,
for a 2 first-rounders,
he can't catch.
Go ahead.
But when you want,
I didn't say he can't catch.
He's 34.
I don't think he's 34. He's 30.
Devontae ain't 34.
I think he's 30.
30? He's 30? I thought he was. Hold up.
Is he 33?
He's 33.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. If he's 33, that's even worse than what I thought.
Derek Carr's same age.
I didn't realize he was.
33.
Yeah. No.
I thought he was a little bit.
He's 30 years old, man. 30 years old. December 24th,
I was going to say
1992.
All right, so if he's 30, right, we got to look at that and say, hey, at wide receiver at 30 years old, you got about, what, 3-4 more years? So, I mean, like, you got to look at that too. But, all right, fellas, let's move on from that. Hey, obviously, also in this game, we play defense, right? So, defensively, guys, it just looked like we didn't have, man, any pressure without Max. Unless Max Crosby's up there, creating pressure, we just could not get to Mahomes. And, man, our secondary is making everybody and their mother look like prime-time Pro Bowl wide receivers. I mean, we had Rashard Rice, I don't even know, number 4, killing us all over the field, fellas. So, hey, let's get your thoughts on the defense and what we need to do. I mean, obviously, we have receivers going off on us like, hey, they're freaking Jerry Rice, and we are just Jerry No-Show. So, fellas, let's talk a little bit defense. Let's talk about what we need to do, things we need to shore up, and things that you guys saw during the game. Hey, let me start with Adrian on this one.
All right. Well, obviously, let's point out the obvious, right? Pass rush. We need some help, but without Crosby, it's just non-existent, right? And that's just not acceptable. That's not going to cut it, right? And then let's go to the next level. we need to be able to cover that mid range, right? We're getting eaten alive right there, so we need some people that can cover and cover some tight ends and maybe get a better plan and put some rubs out there and hit them off the line, right? I mean, they were just kind of having their way with us, and then obviously, lastly, we're getting kind of smoked out there, and we just. I think we're going to touch on it a little bit later, but we had some corners out there wearing a very special number, just not really doing much for us out there. So we just need to get some ballers out there and add some more pieces.
Yes, sir. I mean, that notorious Marcus Ole Peters was out there for sure.
Hey,
I mean,
man.
Mr. No Tackle definitely in the building. But
Right.
hey, let's get Gutty. Your thoughts?
Yeah, man, he's tackling like Deion Sanders, except for
Fuck your team.
oh shit, he's tackling like Deion Sanders, except he's not Deion. You know what I mean? So yeah, they've regressed a little bit, but you know what? Even the best defenses get scored on by the Chiefs. You know what I mean? That's not like that's not a surprise to me that they got scored on by the Chiefs. You know what I mean? Even the best defenses go out there and get smoked once in a while. No, I don't think there's any defense in the league. Maybe the Niners that are that good, but even the Niners get scored on. You know what I mean? So it's not like there's no 2002 Baltimore
Right.
Ravens playing right now. Let's just call it that. You know what I mean? There's good defense,
Raiders,
but
bitch.
there's no dominant defenses. So all I can say is they I don't know if they regressed a little bit, but they just got scored on, man. They got scored on by a good team on offense. They didn't get scored on by like some shitty team like the Bears did on us that one. That was a complete debacle. You know what I mean? But what are you gonna do, man? You got scored on by the Chiefs. Wow. I mean, that's
No.
that's
Right.
it is what it is. It's just gonna happen.
All right, shoot. All right, brother. Hey, let's go on to Tony B. Thoughts, brother?
My big thing is we need to be able to make adjustments to their adjustments. Like we got to be able to get the play calls in the right situations, and even makes like he was saying just a second ago, the mid range is always been. We've always gave up a lot to tight ends. Always, it's not a new thing, and the team extends the plays and gets the guys open. I mean, he makes it happen. We have to be able to adjust on the fly and be aggressive in the right spots. We got to be able to make those play calls in the right times, and we're just being
So you feel like
out coached.
defensively we just need to make better adjustments? How about you?
We got we the commitment to the play has to be there. Like they have to know, see, and just get there and not be so passive. Like you were saying, Ole, like we can't just go, oh, he's running down the field. We better go chase him. Like we need to be getting there. Like we need to be going, and there we gotta make
No, I
better
agree, man. I agree.
on the
Hey,
ball
Matty
adjustments.
B. Thoughts?
Man, I think you guys are all right. We got to make better adjustments, man. We come out strong. Like we came out strong this week. We had what, 4th and 23 or 3rd and 23. To start the game. We came out strong. We were getting to Patrick Mahomes. We were causing them to get penalties. We were moving them backwards when we first came out. And that's what we got to continue to do. We got to keep doing it. We can't get conservative on defense and start, oh, well, this dude made a big play, so let's double team this guy. Because when you double team that guy, you're leaving a guy open every time. Everybody's got to man up and just play their man. The Chiefs are a team that if you do that by double teaming somebody, you're going to leave somebody open. And like I was saying earlier, Patrick Mahomes can pass from the pocket, but he can also extend that play too.
Raiders, bitch.
So when you have a quarterback that can do that, you got to have somebody either spy that quarterback or you got to have somebody, double teaming his fucking top target, which is Travis Kelce. Because I don't know how many damn times every single game, he's going to Travis Kelce and he's wide open. He's 3rd and 75 and the dude's wide open for 80 yards. fucking, it's stupid, like, and and I like Patrick Graham. I like the way he calls some of his defense, but there's some times where I question his defensive calling, and he is in another, like I said this earlier this year, he complained last year that he didn't have players that fit his scheme. He needed better players, right? Well, he brought in better players, and we start off strong, and then we just get flat-footed again. We got to stay consistent with our team. We're gonna call it. We gotta keep doing the same thing over and over and over. We can't stop and try to do something different. If they start getting Rice, because it seems like every time we play them, somebody else that we never heard of comes out and kicks our ass off of that team. Like Rice,
Yes.
that guy hasn't had a game all season, but he came out and put up over 100 yards on us, and touchdowns.
It's like Paget. I mean, like who was that guy?
Yeah,
Freaking torched us,
yeah, man.
Hey,
right?
you should have seen it in person. Not fun.
It's not even that. Like even
Hey,
last year, all the way back to last year with our defense, man. Like you get beat by a fucking quarterback who came in fucking 2 days prior to being signed to a team, and you play soft ass coverage like that, Come on, man up and fucking play some play some fucking defense,
Don't-
Play smart. You're
yes,
sitting in the
sir.
box.
Yes,
You
sir.
see everything from up above. You obviously can see that Travis Kelce's wide open every time. Come on, man. Keep playing aggressive.
Yeah. No, I got you. Hey, now let's move to all in, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't think anybody. There's 31 teams besides the Chiefs, and I don't think any of the 31 teams know how to cover Travis Kelce. For whatever reason, that dude is open
Every time.
every time.
All the time.
Yes. Yeah.
I think guys got to step up and help Max. Max is getting eaten alive. We've gotten some coverage sacks. The DBs have played decent this year, minus dipshit. But I think let's just call it. I think we missed on Tyree Tubby, as my boy Tony calls him, old Tubby Tyree.
Wilson.
That dude's a bust. We got to cover the flats because it don't matter what game it is, the flats are always open, and they seem to take that for 25 yards. But yeah, we got to get after the quarterback some more outside of Max.
No, absolutely, fellas, and I mean, like, I couldn't agree with a lot of the comments here. I mean, defensively, we did see Malcolm Kuntz show up this game.
He's
I'm
coming
starting
along.
to see he's coming along. He's starting to develop. He's starting to do more things on that defensive front that is definitely going to help out Mad Max. Now, on the back end, it's just like you guys said. You guys get a lot of great plays, and then you got Marcus Olay-Peters, just deciding that he's not going to make a tackle in a key situation. And it's been multiple key situations
Several
now,
times.
So obviously, we're going to move into the next part here, fellas, and it's going to talk about that situation. Guys,
Faison, real quick, Faison's back this week, or however you
that is
say his
correct.
name.
Yeah.
He is the biggest corner. He's the biggest corner we got at 6'2",
Yep.
6'3" as
Yeah.
well.
Played good
So
for us last
I'll be
time. I
like,
can't
we
believe we
definitely
let him
got
walk
room.
last time we had him.
He did.
I agree.
He did.
I agree. But all right, fellas, like we were talking about now, because of our defensive struggles on that back end, and a certain player, Marcus Peters, had an interaction with the coach on the sideline. He obviously got called out, didn't like it, and the Raiders decided to let him go. Guys, what are your guys' thoughts on us letting go of Marcus Olay-Peters? Hey, I'm going to start with Matty B.
Man, get the cancer out of there, bro. How many freaking games we got to watch that guy just fucking miss tackles in the open field and not even try, You wanted to be a Raider, bro, your whole life, and that's the effort you gave us. No way, man. Like, give me Marcus Peters fucking 5 years ago. I'm cool with that. This Marcus Peters we got, like, I'm glad, get him out of there. Bring in somebody else. The dude obviously didn't want to hurt his body, didn't want to give it his all. How many times did he drop the ball when he had the interception right to him?
Would have sealed the Pittsburgh game.
Mm-hmm.
So a couple games, There's been a couple games, like the early games that we had where We could have all you had to do was catch the ball, man. You don't even have to score a touchdown, just catch the ball, But we couldn't do that. And then you see him half-ass a tackle on the field, like I'm cool. Like I said, give me Marcus Peters 5 years ago. I'm cool with that pick, but man, that dude's washed up. I'm glad we got rid of him. On to the next.
So you're glad he's gone.
Yeah. I'm tired of watching him every game.
All right, brother.
Half-ass his job.
Tony B. I see you ready.
I don't think you can find a Raider fan that would be happy or that is upset that he's gone. You like he was saying, you wanted to be a Raider your whole life, you said, but we couldn't believe that we would have got the 5 years ago Marcus Peters. We knew like we were getting on the tail end side kind of thing. So I was hoping that he would try to tackle the guy that wants to run right by him, pass him on the head on his way past. Like what the? I mean,
Yeah.
You're almost there, buddy.
Dude, he said, "Hey, here you go, good game." Like it just there's no, as you saw, there was no effort on a lot of those plays. I mean, if it doesn't matter what team you want to play for, if you're not playing, you got to go.
Can't
Plain
coach
and
effort.
simple. No effort, no play
you
time.
can't.
See you later.
You
Next
can't
man
coach
up.
that. So, hey, Gunny, thoughts on Marcus Ole Peters leaving the team?
Oh, dude, see you later, man. Hasta luego. Sayonara. What are the other words to say? See you later. Because
Hasta la vista.
yeah, hasta la vista, baby. Get the fuck out.
Peace.
Peace out.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I don't care at all. Like he literally didn't do anything for us, man. Except for that one pick six that he had. I don't even care at all, man. Like I don't fucking give a shit.
And maybe the
Good-
horse
good.
collar tackle. You did save us that game.
Yeah, the horse collar.
That's true.
Yeah, the Green Bay game.
He did save us on that.
Veteran move.
Yep. But other
Veteran
than that,
move,
man,
exactly.
there's no excuse for that,
Dude.
though. There's no excuse.
And it was a lazy move because he could have tackled.
But it's
Yeah,
Lazy move.
wow.
It was a lazy move.
that's true.
He only had to do it because he went right past the motherfucker. Like
And he don't get the penalty.
if you tackle him in the right
That's
spot, you don't have to chase him
No,
down.
I
The horse
don't-
collar.
I don't think that was his guy that he was covering that he got
No,
beat.
no, it wasn't. He
wasn't.
literally
No,
was, yeah.
No, you still chasing behind him.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I think
Running behind him.
I think if it was McDaniels, I don't think he would have cut him, but I think with AP it sets the tone. Like, hey man, this shit don't cut it around here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, sir. I like that. I agree with that, Owen. Hey, so let's get your thoughts in there, Adrian.
Yeah, so just like everybody, I mean, it's disappointing, right? And like what Tony said, I wasn't expecting Peters from 5 years ago, but shit, man, you got a guy who is able to play for his hometown team. That should fucking spark you up a couple years in itself, right? And I was impressed by AP for cutting him, right? I thought he had to set precedent and be like, nobody here is bigger than the team. I don't care what your name is and stuff like that. So I think that was impressive on his part. I think he probably could have done it a game before or two, but still nonetheless did it within time. But yeah, man, I feel like when I was watching him play, you keep saying Ole, and I just have Major League in my mind. Like, don't give me none of that Ole bullshit, and that's all I was doing, man. And so just like Gunny said, don't let the door hit you or the good Lord split you, right? As they say. So see you later, man. Raider Nation, I think, has been unanimous and rejoiced on two things this year. One was getting rid of McDaniels, and the other one was getting rid of this guy. So,
And really, McDaniels should have cut him after Chicago.
shit, Davis should have fired McDaniels after him after Chicago.
McDaniels fired last year.
But now all that too, I know. So the both of them should have stayed in Chicago with us, Alan, and then we all could have flown home Southwest or whatever.
Right.
Right.
Hey, you know what, fellas? I can't do nothing but agree with you guys. Honestly, Marcus Peters, man, he was on the struggle bus. I mean, we got a shell of what we thought we were going to get. And the guy has honestly, I agree with you. He should have been cut after Chicago. After Chicago, he should have been cut, and All In hit the nail on the head. You know what? AP saw that same thing peek up again, and he cut his ass. And he said, "Nah, man, that doesn't work here anymore." So I'm glad that he set that precedent, and I'm pretty sure all the players in that locker room were happy about that situation. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like they're saying, "Hey, there's a standard here. There's no more BS. This guy's not getting away with it, and we're gonna make sure that he stands up for this team." And that's my thoughts on that. Now, fellas, we're gonna move on to the next thing, which is Roderic Cheemer's release, guys.
Deuces.
Yeah.
Right, a guy that goes out. I don't know the whole situation of what happened, but obviously the night before the game, you get caught with a DUI in this situation,
The day you come off
guys.
the IR,
Exactly. So let me get your thoughts. Hey, let me start with so all in. You already started giving it to me, so go ahead, bro.
same thing, man. AP sets the tone. That shit ain't tolerated. Can't have it. And one would have thought he would have learned from Ruggs. The whole league should have learned from a Ruggs incident. Call a goddamn Uber. You make millions of dollars. Just
No,
cut them
absolutely.
loose. You got to
Get you
go.
a driver, bro.
Yeah, exactly. They do.
They have a program that all you got to do if you work for any position in any
Yeah, it's an
team,
NFL
you just got to
program.
make a call and they'll send you a car.
The old Arrive Alive card, eh?
Yeah, it's like they'll
Yeah,
give you the car.
exactly. That's exactly what it is.
That's what everybody was
I
saying
mean,
when the Ruggs situation happened. Like, hey man, there's resources. I mean, aside from 52 other guys that probably would have come got you on your team, but beside all that, that's the night before the game, man. Shouldn't you have been at the hotel or at least at the crib watching film? Do something. Play video games. Keep your ass at home.
No, absolutely.
yeah, it's just zero tolerance for
No,
for for
absolutely.
for that. Absolutely
No, I
none.
think we're all in agreement that
I
we're
mean,
gone. We're
drives
glad,
me
hey,
crazy.
that this got taken care of, and we can say, hey, this guy's gone off the team. Am I good? Am I good to say that, fellas?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
like, it looks like we're all
Yeah.
pretty much in agreement.
That's garbage. That's the night before the game, man. The night before the game. You know what I mean? Go get a DUI in your own fucking time.
And not just any game. It's fucking Chiefs week.
Yeah.
No
Exactly.
shit.
Just another
Seriously,
revenge
bro.
pick, man.
You,
Another guy there for some money. That's all it was.
no doubt, no doubt. All right, fellas. Well, hey, this is the end of segment one of our show, and we're gonna have Matty B drop off, man. Hey, Matty, we thank you for your time, my brother. Hey, guys, we're gonna move on to segment two. Segment two for us, we'll cover. Let's see here,
You guys have a good
guys.
night. I'll
We
catch you
got
guys later. It's always good chatting
See
with
you,
you
yes,
brother.
guys.
sir.
See you, Maverick.
All right, brother Matty. We love you,
Love
man.
you guys too.
All right, brother. So, guys, we're going on to segment two, and in segment two, guys, let's discuss a AP Bo Hardy. Guys, what are you guys' thoughts so far right now on AP's job and the job he's done with our team? Let's start with Tony B.
I've said it numerous times. It's just we are getting out coached, but not to say that he can't get there and be that guy. I think he's. I think you got to. I mean, he's. I think he's the coach next year. I wouldn't. I wouldn't be opposed. I believe that they're playing. They're playing for him. They just got to be put in the right situations and execute. They got to be able to execute, and that with that, I believe the coaching. I mean, it'll definitely help with the more aggressive play calling and whatnot. But we're just getting. I mean, across the board, we're
Okay,
just getting
so
out
do you
coached in the
think
right
AP is
situations.
going to be a long-term solution, or do you think we're going to have to let AP go and we're going to go the rebuilding way?
I don't. I don't necessarily think too. Like if we go a different coach, it has to be a full rebuild either. Like it could be. Yeah, it usually is. But I can see him being a very good coach in the near future. I mean, and he's a good coach now. He could be a long-term solution. I believe he could be. Because with the getting some kind of foundation going and building off of that, we can get the pieces that we need to fill the holes that we have. And
Okay,
so
so in your opinion,
I think he
you think he
stays.
stays. So you already think he has a job right now, or do you think he has to win
Mm.
any of these games of the next 5 games? Or do you think he already has it done?
Oh, he's playing. As we said earlier about AOC playing for the reason why we don't draft a quarterback. He's coaching for the reason why we don't get another coach. Like he's playing for a spot, but on the other hand, if they don't go out of house and stay with what we got, I wouldn't be mad. If they go a different route, then we just got to see
So let me hit you with
if
this
it's another
question. Then.
Versace
We got
situation.
5 games left. In your opinion, how many of these 5 games does he have to win to stay head coach? So
Say 3
5?
out of 2, but the 3 wins got to be good wins. Like I say 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5
Oh,
with a very good
ooh,
statement win
he
on
beat the
Christmas
Chiefs.
Day.
I think that's a big one. Hey, Adrian, let's go to you. Oh, go ahead.
Nothing.
Hey,
That's
that's
it.
all I want for
Just
Christmas,
give me
Joe.
a
I didn't
Raider
ask for
win,
no gifts,
baby.
no nothing.
Let's
Just give me
get
a
it.
good win.
You're right. So I think
Fuck your team.
Dang.
so
Whoa.
he's shown that the players will play for him, right? So that we didn't have that with the previous coach that was there at the helm. So I think he's doing a good job at doing that, getting the players fired up and doing all that stuff. So I think he's kind of checked that box off. Where I agree with Tony is on the being outcoached thing, right? I think in some situations he's proven that some of his decision making is maybe not the right decision to go with, and I think that's just lack of experience, and that results in being outcoached. So, you know, if we're putting a number to it, I could even say 1, man. And I think if he wins at KC, that puts him in the eligibility to continue coaching for the Raiders.
So with you, hey, you're just like, hey, we beat KC, and it's like it's a wrap. You're already
Well,
saying,
I mean, if we're competitive in the games, right? I'm not talking. If we're not
And
getting blown
Denver.
out, but I'm
And
saying
Denver.
I'm not going to put like he needs to. I'm saying he wins in KC. I think that's a pretty good statement game, and we're competitive in the other games. We're not getting our asses kicked all over the place, right? Yeah. I mean, I'd like to win. What we got 5. I think we played 3 divisional games here, so fuck it. Let's win all 3 of those. And shit, then he better be a shoo in after that.
all right, hey, let's go with Gunny.
All day. Let's
Well, I
go.
mean, if he's gonna stay on, we're committing to him. We have to commit to him, right? He came into a tough spot, man. We're talking about somebody else's team, someone they put that thing together, however they put it together. The playbook is not his. The defensive coordinator is not his. It's a lot of stuff that is not his, and now he's taking it over. And Adrian said something that kind of stuck with me too is he has had a few questionable things that he's called, right? However, McDaniel's had a lot more. You know what I'm saying? So, and he's supposed to be one of those guys, those guru type motherfuckers. So
He's already been there. I
he's
mean,
exactly right. So, and he's made a couple mistakes, but Adrian's right. It's not like he's been a head coach before. It's not like he's making the decisions or play in and play out or critical decisions, right? Those are the ones that coaches make. Those head coaches, those critical decisions. Go for it on 4th down. Kick the field goal. All that stuff is the head coaches. I would assume is what the head coach is there for, to make those tough decisions. So I give him the benefit of the doubt, man. How many games does he have to win? I think Adrian again hit it. If we compete, I don't think they have to win every game. I mean, it'd be great if we win, the next 5 games and be like, damn, AP's the man. But, at the end of the day, if we're not getting blown out every game like the McDaniels era where we were getting either blown out or losing a 25-point lead, you know what I mean? Then that's a totally different animal right there. So I want to give him a shot, man. Honestly, I do want to give him a shot because I'm really sick of going through these coaches like that. But I also don't want to give him a shot and then he's out next year because he turned out just to be a rah-rah guy.
A lot of times we go back to saying that we got the coach that the players will play for, and I've said it a lot too. But is that enough to just have the guys that play for a coach that's not going to be a successful coach? So I want to see what these last 5 games look like. Like you can look like you're saying, you can look good in a loss, but not be. If you look bad, losses are going to cost the job.
No, I got
I
you.
said
Okay.
it can't have no
Hey,
bad
all in
losses.
thoughts?
Man, I've said this from the gate, from when he was named the interim guy. Man, if he hovered that 500, he went 5-4 or 4-5 over the next 9, he'd probably be the guy. Um, the guys play for him. I'd like to see what he would do as far as a coaching staff. I don't think Bo's it. Bo ain't sticking around. And who knows what his relationship with PG is, and would he keep him? I don't know. So I'm curious what he brings uh, with the off season. I think,
I
but
agree.
right now I think he can. I think he's the guy, and I don't know that. I mean, a KC win obviously helps, but Gruden beat KC, and where did that get us? We got our ass whooped the last 4 times against them. I mean,
Yeah. Hey, no lies. Hey, so I'm there with you guys. All right. Here's my thing. I don't think AP has won the job yet. I think he's done a lot of really good things, and I think he's definitely the front runner because he's already like in there. Right. We have a lot of coaches that they want to bring in that we're saying, hey, they're rookie coaches. He's already getting the experience. He's already making the play calls. He's already making his mistakes. That if we're bringing in another rookie head coach, I really feel like, hey, he should be the front runner. Now, um, in my opinion, he still has to win some games. I know that there's a lot of Raider Nation that has already been like, oh, he's going to be the head coach. He's our coach. He's a Raider. I'm like, I feel like with Gunny. I mean, like he's galvanized their team. He gives them juice, but you got to give more than juice to your team. All right, you can't just be like a rah rah guy and then expect your guys to be able to be like, hey, we're going to make this happen. It doesn't happen, man. We need an X's and O's, and what I would like to see is a full off season and some more. Now, all right, guys, let's look at it like this. You guys said, hey, you guys really feel like AP's our guy. Okay, we're going to go right now. And we're going to say, hey, we went AP as our guy. Contract situation. I know I already talked to some of you about it, all right? We looked at it and we said, hey, man, in my opinion, we could look at a 3-year contract. If he gets us into the playoffs in any of those 3 years, we automatically extend his contract to 5 and then back pay him. I'm looking at saying, hey, $3 to $4 million a year. Now if he gets us to the playoffs, we retroactively like boost his salary for another 6 mil, making it 10 mil a year. Guys, thoughts on that contract? And if you don't like that contract, what would you like it to be structured like? And what do you guys see as a plausible contract to keep AP? So, hey, all in, we ended with you. Let's start with you.
I think a 3-year deal would be fair. Um, money wise, obviously, let's not be stupid anymore. Let's stop throwing $10 million a year at a coach. Let's just
Hey,
be real. I think, but I think a 3-year deal, see where he's at. I think that's fair. Give him an off season if they do name him the guy. I think Mark has reservations about not making him the guy due to the fact that he didn't make Basaccia the guy, and the players that's who the players wanted.
Mm-hmm.
How many more of these turnarounds? I mean, do we got in us? We've been doing this
no,
long
man.
enough.
No, I agree with you. And I mean, like, I think that Rich Bisaccio situation is either going to make it entice him more to do it or less, So I'm there with you. Hey, Tony B, what's your thoughts on this one, brother?
Man, it's hard for me. I like to be able to build something like a rapport, like you're saying. I'm tired of going through all this stuff all the time. It just makes my head hurt. But whatever contract he gets, I would like to see it built off of success, like with incentives. You got to put it to where you win, you get paid. And I'd be okay with that. I mean, I don't know about, but a 3-year would be fair. Pay him when he's with the success that comes,
The coach's
or
guarantees is
just make
wild,
him earn it.
man. Just
Just make him
league
earn it.
wide.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the coaches guarantees is insane.
Coach's
Look at
money.
Frank Wright.
Coach's
The
money is
Colts
guaranteed. Players who
and the
are out there don't
Panthers
get
are now going to pay him
or
50 grand a day to not coach their teams for 3 years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
Sign
man,
me up.
coaches
for real.
I'll
are
fuck some shit
insane.
up.
Yep, I'll be the worst coach on the planet.
What
Oh
did
yeah.
what did Coach O say? Show me the door, or what did he say for
Yeah.
LSU?
No,
Yeah.
that yeah, was it him?
It was
Yeah, it was
yeah, Coach O.
Ogeron. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Coach
He
O.
said,
Yeah.
"You want me to sneak out the back door?"
Shoot, boy. But all those mills, I'll take them all.
Yeah,
Bye.
Hey, Adrian, you already
Yeah.
jumped in, so hey, give us your thoughts, brother.
Yeah. So I'm kind of like what Alan about. I think MD really realized that he kind of missed the opportunity there with letting Bisaccia go. I think obviously the players loved him. He got us, we got to the playoffs, right? But I think the important part was that the players really loved him. I mean, even seeing him with Max after the game, right? You could
Yep.
just they got love for the man. So it seems like they really got that going with AP. So I think that is going to weigh heavy on his decision. We'll just put it that way. Now, as far as the contract, I agree with Alan and Tony so far. 3, I think 3 is a good number. Putting some incentives in there should also help to put more at stake for him as far as his investing in himself for this stuff. And I think he hires new people for keep coaching positions on his staff.
All right. And I got a little bit of info on that here after this, so I'll give
Oh
you guys a
boy.
little bit. Hey, Gunny,
so
thoughts?
well, he's already cheaper because he has no experience. Period. You know what I mean? So Mark Davis has the advantage there when it comes to negotiating contract. When we're talking about, hey man, this is your first experience as a head coach. Here's a pay raise. Here's your 3 years. Let's see what you can do with it. That type. It is really a prove it type of contract. And I don't really get into like head coaching contracts. I don't give a shit how much Mark Davis wants to pay his coaches. It's his money. If he wants to throw away $10 million a year, that's his own problem. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't count against the cap, so it doesn't really hurt the team. You know what I mean? But yeah, he's already. I mean, it's a deal right there. It's a good deal right in front of you. You can pay him a lot less than you would pay a Harbaugh if we're gonna bring in like a what is it? It's John Harbaugh, right? John Harbaugh or Jim?
Jim.
Jim.
If we're gonna bring in Jim Harbaugh, that's gonna be a $10 million coach again. You know what I mean? That's gonna be a 10 million 5 year, whatever it is, all over again. So, I mean, that's just what he's got to. Is just what he's gonna have to pay for him. But you got a guy who the players like. You got a guy who is a Raider. You got a guy who's filled in okay. During this time and a difficult time. So, I mean, he's and the contract is a lot cheaper. So I don't. When you put it like that, why not give him a shot? You know what I mean? Why not give him a shot? Because the worst thing that could happen is we fire him another fucking head coach, which we've done like almost every damn year for the last 5 years. So whatever, we're
No,
used to
I
it.
agree. Yeah.
I real quick too, man. I think if they don't keep AP and you bring in another coach, look at the last 2 head coaches. Totally blew up the teams,
Yeah,
playoff teams essentially. And if that happens, I think it could be a 2018 all over again where there's no player that's off limits.
yep. That's
And you got to think about players like that too, like Devontae and Max. Max
Yep.
will be rolling into year 6. He's got to be tired of this shit at some point.
Yep, for sure.
Well, no, you ain't lying.
He's got a career to
No,
think about.
yeah, yeah. I
like
mean, like,
like now.
so we got a chance to talk with Max Crosby's dad, guys, and I mean, like, he's a real honest guy. He's real straight up front, and he's like, man, my son is entering year 6. This is the prime of his career. Honestly, this is like where, like, he has about 5, 6 good more years left. So I mean, at 25, you're at your prime. So I get it. I mean, like, we got to look at that and say, hey, what's the best thing we can do to solidify our players to make them happy and to make sure that we're moving forward. Now, for me, AP hasn't won the job yet, guys. I mean, like, I think he's done a great job of galvanizing the team, of giving us energy, of changing things over, but he still has a lot to prove. And I mean, in my opinion, he solidifies this job by getting 3 of the last 5, because that makes you 8 and 9.
That
If
makes
you get
you
4,
5-4 as a head coach.
Yeah,
yep, 5 and 4 as a head coach are over 500. You're obviously showing improvement, and now, like Adrian said, right? AP has actually, leaked some information to certain people, obviously within his circle, of plans on what he tries to do with his coaching staff. And in his coaching, he's saying, "Hey, man, you know what? He told if you guys listen to other podcasts, he came on. LeVar Arrington came on Unnecessary Roughness. Okay, he came on and he comes on the podcast called Two Pros and a Cup of Joe or something like that. And he said that AP is looking into other coaches that he wants to bring in to upgrade his coaching staff in certain spots. If he becomes the pertinent head coach, and the dudes that he said that he was going to bring in are some dudes. He didn't give specific names, but he was like, hey, those are some real legit coaches. So that makes me excited because I'm like, hey, this guy's thinking for the future. This guy is thinking, hey, I'm going to be here. So if I'm going to be here, I need to upgrade certain positions. And that to me shows that he's looking forward, that he knows, hey, I'm not strong in certain things, but I'm going to solidify myself and put the right
yeah,
people in place to be strong.
yeah. He's got to
You know
leave.
what
I
I'm saying?
honestly, I think
But
I think this week is kind of a big week in my opinion. You've had the bye week. You've had some time to make some adjustments. We're playing a good team. Um, how did you how did you go about the last 2 weeks? Did you make some? Did you and Bo get to work? Did you grind and figure out some offensive solutions? We're I really think this is probably a big game to see where we're at and see
yeah,
what they've done.
Yep.
no, I agree with you guys. All right, guys, like, hey, let's move
Mm-hmm.
on to the next thing. Now, my next question to you guys is this, okay? If AP's not there, okay, do you guys believe the Raiders' job as a head coach is an attractive position or not? I mean, like, do you think, hey, as a coach, you go like, hey, man, I want to be there. Now, hey, let me start with Adrian.
It's hard not to be biased with this one. Who wouldn't want to coach our team, man? Shit, it's the Raiders. But as far as players and whatnot, I mean, okay, we need some pieces on offense, right? We just get some offensive line help. But I mean, look at the players we have. I mean, last year's running champion, right? Running back champ, Devontae Adams, right? I mean, a young promising tight end. So I think our team's attractive. I mean, I don't see why it's Vegas, state of the art facility. So yeah, I think we got some callers. I think we have some people who are interested for sure.
Okay. All in? Thoughts?
I think it's definitely attractive to all the points Adrian made, but then I think the circus that this organization has been for 20 years makes guys think twice.
Mm-hmm.
No, absolutely. So, Tony, go ahead.
Yeah. I there's a lot of positives and negatives, but like you said, it's been a pretty not properly ran organization, if you want to put it politely. So when you're walking into a situation that maybe you know is not fixable by you, they might not get the ones that we want. Like it's just not as attractive as like maybe like a retiring coach, and it just happened to be an open spot. It's not necessarily a bad situation, but it does not might be the situation that they're looking at this point in their career. But and if it's somebody, it's going to be someone new and young, or like a up and coming, coordinator or something like that. But
Can't hear you, bro.
Gunny? Gunny?
Yep. Well, there's only
you got
32 of
out
these
again.
things in the whole world, right? So, I mean, it's just by that, I would say it's an
No doubt.
attractive position for anybody. And also, I mean, what we just talked about, if you get fired midway through this thing, they're still paying you. So, of course, it's attractive. You know what I mean? I would say it's attractive. But here's my thing. Is it attractive because of the team that you have in place, or is it attractive because you get your own team to play with? You know what I mean? Because to me, it's attractive because of the team that's in place right now. Missing the pieces that are going to push this team over the top instead of blowing the whole thing up. You know what I mean? And for me, it's attractive because of the players that they have in place, not because it's the Raiders, not because it's a storied franchise, not because.
Oh, hey, we lost you, Gunny. We lost you. All right.
Maybe he was gonna say like what AP said at the presser when he said, "We're gonna get our best players the ball."
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. But we're gonna wait, see what happens with Gunny. He'll probably get logged back in. But guys, hey, I'm in the same boat. I'm looking at it and I'm saying, hey, there's some attractive stuff, some non-attractive stuff that we have, right? If I look at our roster, man, I'm looking at it and I'm like, dude, we got Devontae Adams, we got Josh Jacobs, so I got a running back. We got Jacoby Myers. We got another receiver. We got a tight end. We have certain pieces that make this job really attractive.
Cap
And
space.
there's things, yeah, cap space. We have a lot of those things. So I'm saying, hey, I can see why we want to get in there and get that job done, and make it happen. Now, at the end of the day, I agree with all in. When you look at everything that we got going on and it's a complete circus, ain't nobody want to sign up for that. And if you think you're going to get fired within the next 2 years, you definitely don't want to sign up for that. You want something that's got to be tight, something that's going to be good. So, hey, we got to make sure that whatever we do, it reassures stuff. So, guys, we've talked AP, we've talked a little bit of the contract situation, we've talked if the job's something that we would like and see. Hey, guys, here's my last thing for this one. All right, we're gonna go into the draft. All right, we're gonna go and be the Raiders draft team, guys. We're gonna run a little mock simulation, and I think Tony after this one is gonna have to drop off, and then we'll run our third segment where we do the Vikings and the Pick'em challenge. I don't know if Tony's gonna be able to make it, so hold on, guys. Hey, there he is. There he
My
is.
bad. My phone died,
There,
guys. Should have charged it
all
up.
right.
All right. Well,
Yeah, that's my.
All right.
That's what I'm
yeah.
about on. I'm about on
You want me to
15.
finish what I was saying?
So go
Okay.
ahead.
So
Finish
okay.
off your
So
thoughts, bro.
if you go into a team knowing the players that you have, and you could put together, and you could scheme to their strengths, then that's why it should be attractive. I don't know why it shouldn't be attractive because I'm going to go blow this up and become the next greatest thing. You know what I mean? You could be the next greatest thing with the players you have in place. And I'm one that says we're not that far away, man. We're not that far away. And he got fed a shit sandwich. AP got fed a shit sandwich going into this thing. He got the worst quarterback room in the history of quarterbacks, probably. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's like You got Jimmy G, two players who probably shouldn't be playing football, and a fourth round pick. I mean, what? Like, what are we doing, bro? It's fucked up. So if you're gonna bring in a new head coach, I would. If I'm Mark Davis, I had to sit down with that head coach and say, what are your plans for this team? Do you plan to blow this thing up, or do you plan to keep the players in place and run a scheme that fits their strengths? Because I don't need you to blow this shit up. I need you to run it. Run it what you
Yeah,
got.
but that's what Josh sold him too. And
Yeah,
look at
Yeah.
where
he
it
fucking
landed.
blew it up.
No. Absolutely, brother. And that's what we were saying. Hey, there's a lot of attractive things about this job. There's a lot of attractive pieces that, hey, it's like you said, you got Devontae, you got Josh Jacobs, you got, certain other pieces that we can definitely look at, and they're going to be an attractive thing to bring it in. Now, guys, like we said, hey, we're going to move forward, guys, and we're going to go into our NFL draft here. All right. If you guys give me a second. Hey, we talked about, guys, that we needed to reassure things. We needed to get stuff upgraded and make. And so give me a second here. I'm going to start our draft simulator here.
Draft simulator. Here we go.
Yes, sir. All right. So we're drafting 11th year. All right. So we're in the first round. All right. I'm going to push resume draft. It's going quickly, okay, because we're trying to get you guys. All right, guys. So, hey, in the first round, all right, we're the 11th pick. The Broncos have offered us the 14th pick and their second round draft pick for 2025 for this pick
Fuck
in
the
exchange
Broncos.
for, yep, the 11th pick. Absolutely not.
What did they offer?
Hey,
Absolutely not.
they offered the 14th pick in the draft and their second in
No,
2025.
fuck.
I'm fleecing the Broncos. Fucking give me two first if you want mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck them.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna counter. Okay, what's the counter?
Psh, give me another first.
They're gonna take that.
You want a first?
They're gonna hang up.
So
They're
you
gonna
want?
hang up on us for sure. But
Yeah.
Uh, hey, are you guys ready? Is this
Yeah,
good?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's try it. Proposed. Oh, trade was declined. We're gonna go back to the
they hung
simulator.
up on
Hey,
us.
we got another. Yeah, hey, we got another trade offer. Oh no, that's the same one. We're gonna reject that one. Okay, so we don't have a trade offer. Okay, guys, it looks like we're the 11th pick. We have Malik Neighbors out of LSU, the number 11th wide receiver. We have the DT out of Illinois, Sarhan Newton. We have Rome Odunze out of Washington. We got Chop. Hey, we got Chop Robinson. We
I
got
like that
Copper
dude.
Dejon. Hey, we got J.J. McCarty out of Michigan. Okay. Let's look at all their quarterbacks. You guys said quarterbacks was a different big thing of need.
There's
So on the
Penix right
board right
there.
now, we have
Penix, Bo
I like
Nix.
McCarty,
Jaden
we have
Daniels.
Daniel,
I like
we have Nick,
Daniels.
we have Sanders, and we have Penix.
Sanders ain't coming out this year.
Yeah, I don't think he's coming out this year either. But
Daddy won't
I
let
don't
him.
think so. I don't think so either.
Hey,
So hey, so because Adrian hasn't said anything, we're gonna give Adrian the first round draft pick. Adrian,
oh boy.
Don't
what
fuck
do
So
we
us
here we
up,
got?
go.
Adrian.
11. I know. Well, you know what? I'm gonna take best available D
Yeah.
line. So I'm gonna take that tackle.
All right, so we got Sirhan Newton, and we are going to let's see here what they got on him. Says Sirhan Newton is coming off a career best campaign that saw him earn 61 tackles, 14 for loss, 5.5 sacks, 3 pass deflections, and 2 fumble recoveries. At 6'2", 295. He has the versatility to be an inside or burst guy, ankle flexion activity. So it looks like, hey, it looks like we're getting a hell of a pick. So hold on here. I'm gonna work this thing. Oh, wait, why is it freezing? Oh no, hold on, close. There we go.
I
So
like defense in the first round.
All right, man. So now, guys, we got our first round draft pick, right?
Woo!
Ooh. Now, let's see here.
I'm not excited.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait, we only got one. We only get one round on that one. My bad, fellas. So hold on. Let me go 7 rounds here, and let's restart this thing. And it's gonna go fast. Bam.
Caleb
All right.
Williams.
Let's see it
It's hard
here.
to see.
All right. Sorry, fellas. Do you guys see, can you guys see it?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's the same thing?
What was that
Let's see here.
trade offer?
Defense, you said? Oh no. So trade. Oh yeah, you're right. Trade offer.
Yeah. Chiefs,
Kansas
bro.
City has offered us a 25, the 25th pick, the 58th pick, and their second round draft pick for our
Next year.
11th and our
Yeah.
9th.
Let's go ahead and get another first round pick. See what they say.
All right, let's counter.
Uh,
Bam. Let's see what
let's
they
see what they
say.
say.
Propose.
That's basically us telling them to fuck off.
Yeah, basically. All right. Hey, so we get the same pick. All right. We get our DT. Now we're going into the second round.
It would be
Bova,
nice to
you
have
ain't
a D
setting up.
tackle, man.
You still on here, Bova? Oh, all right. Hey, now what do we got? We
Yep.
got a trade offer from the Broncos again. Okay.
We have
Now,
2
no, you
offers.
have two trades. We have two. So the Broncos are offering their 75th, their 143rd, and their second round draft pick for next
Fuck
year.
them.
Or the Arizona Cardinals are offering you the 67th and the 70th.
Who's on the board?
On the board, we have top player on the board is Emeka Ibuka, the wide receiver out of Ohio State that I know Tony B's really high on. We got Leonard Taylor. We
Hell no,
got
I'd go
Shador.
Penix
You
there.
I'm
still
taking
have
Penix right there.
Penix there.
I mean, so go ahead.
Hey, it's my
Tony
pick.
B. So give us your pick. What do you got? What do you want to go?
There we go.
You're taking.
I'm taking Penix right there.
All right. Now
Is
let's see
Penix going to
here.
really be a second rounder?
Jeez,
I
you're
don't think
killing
so,
it.
bro.
Hey, you never know. You never know.
According to
Right?
the
So, hey,
simulator.
yeah.
I think he's gone.
Nah,
I
fuck,
mean, like,
fuck,
I
fuck
I
Bo
I don't
still
Nix.
like
want
Bo
Bo
Nix.
I
Nix
want to
though.
see. I want
I
to
don't
see
like.
who this simulator
Hey,
picked
when
for
he
the
went
top
over
5
and
picks.
when he went
okay,
over
the
and threw a
simulator.
towel over his head and fucking pouted the last 3 minutes of the game, fuck that guy. We don't need a guy like that.
Who, Alan? Caleb.
What about the guy crying
Yeah,
in his,
fuck both
with his
those
mom
guys.
like Caleb Williams? That
Okay,
Like,
dude was
top
Yeah,
5 picks.
right.
I've
Hold on.
been
Chicago
on the
took
Caleb
him.
Williams bandwagon lately
Yeah,
too.
I like.
He's been having some real trouble and shit. And
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
According
there.
to this one,
I'm
he's
there.
going number one.
there's no
Then
way
you
Marvin
got
Harrison Jr. falls to 5.
So Chicago is gonna get that combo, huh?
Nah,
yep.
Chicago's not trading out of that third unless they're getting a lot.
That's where I'm like, hey, that's where we're looking at it. They made a trade, so like I said, simulator, right? So
Both.
they obviously are not taking into account the whole situation that's going on at
Right.
USC.
hey,
Right?
now I'm happy.
So all right,
If that happens the way it
so
happens, I'm happy.
All
so
right.
far
So
right now we got a D tackle, we got our quarterback situation handled. All right, hey, now let's go with Gunny, third round. So we're in the
Shit, man.
third round. Okay, we got a phone call right now. Let me see. We
Oh,
got
we got
the
three.
Falcons
it's
on the
Kevin
line. We have
Costner.
2 offers.
It's
Okay.
Kevin Costner.
Nah,
Hey,
reject that, dude.
yes, sir.
Hey,
Hey,
best
115.
football movie
You
ever.
reject that
Yeah,
one?
I
How
want my pick.
about the Colts offer? You want your pick?
Yeah, I want my pick.
All right. So we reject all of them. What are we going? Best player? Offense, defense? Where
Who's
you
the
want to
best
go?
player right now?
Best player on the board supposedly is Shador Sanders,
Yeah,
and then we
Nah.
got
we need
another
him.
defensive tackle from Rook I can't even Horo from defensive tackle from Clemson, Raheem Sanders, running back out of Arkansas, Roman Wilson, wide receiver out of Michigan, and you got Edgerrin Cooper, linebacker out of Texas. And then you have an offensive tackle, Tyler
Texas
Guy.
A&M.
Oh yeah, Texas A&M.
I don't know any of these players, bro. But if it's me, I'm trying to start solidifying this O line, man. Get that offensive tackle. If he's a right
Okay,
tackle,
so
or I mean, I don't know. It
all right,
depends on
let's
where he
see.
plays,
Offense
but he's
Yeah.
going to be a right tackle.
tackle. I clicked on him right now. Tyler Guyton played 5 games in 2022, but he immediately jumped off the screen, polished blocker. 14 games played, playing right tackle from 2023.
Oh, he's a right tackle.
First round pick. Yep.
Boom,
So
in there.
you want to go?
Smack him in there.
All right.
That's what we need right there. And
All right.
he said he pancake a defender
There it is.
when he has the chance. There you go. That's what we need, man. Somebody to pancake a defender when he has the chance.
All right. So hold on here. Let me get this.
Hey, and he'll get his ass whooped every day by Max Crosby, so he's bound to get better.
Exactly.
All right. So now we secured the right tackle spot.
Poor Munford.
Poor Mumford, dude.
He gone.
Okay,
Time to go,
all
bro.
in. All in is head of the 4th round draft pick. Oh man, all in. You're getting a pretty good offer from the Cleveland Browns. All right.
Ooh.
So you got pick 129, 160, and 216 for pick 108.
They want that
What's
D tackle.
what's on the board?
The D tackle. How's
On the board. Let's see
Another
here.
D tackle,
D
baby.
tackle Chris Jenkins, Kevontae
2 D
Sweat
tackles.
from. Well, yeah, and that Sweat dude, I like him. I mean, like he's nice.
Apparently, if your last name is Sweat, you're fucking good. So
Yeah. Devontae Walker, Braylon Allen, Audric Estime. We have a tight end. You have Torrey Horton, another wide receiver. Will Shepard, wide receiver. We have a linebacker, Deontay Lawson, and another. I mean, like pure running backs and a couple other linebackers.
yeah.
Man, I'd take that
Take the trade,
offer
right?
and build some capital. Yep.
All right, let's accept the offer. We accept the offer. We made the
look at
trade.
you, Alan, taking one for the team.
Hell yeah.
I like it though.
Hey, now we're at pick 129. And hey, I think this is still the 4th, so I'm gonna leave out all in right now. And hey,
Nice.
so you're still in the 4th. We're still in the 4th. You're getting another offer for pick 129. Let's pick 144 and 175, but they want to take away our 7th round draft pick.
What's on the board now?
On the
Now you
board.
got a Texas D tackle.
We still got the Texas Sweat from from Texas. We have
Hell yeah.
Stover, a tight end.
Let's get some debt. Take that defensive tackle.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think we need any kind of wide receivers or running backs at all.
No, agreed.
Not a wide receiver for sure.
All right. All right.
Hey guys, my
Tony
phone's
B,
about
we
to
love
die.
you,
I gotta
brother.
roll out.
Later, Tony.
Later.
Later, bro.
Hey, love you guys. I'll holler at you guys later, man.
All right, fellas.
Yes,
So right now we have just picked up. We are in the 4th, or let's look at it here in the 5th round. So I got all guys on the board. We have a tight end, we have a receiver, we have a linebacker, we have a safety, we have a tight end, we have a corner, we have an edge. You know what? I think right now in the 5th round wouldn't be a bad shot to try to take a shot on a corner. We're gonna need one. I mean, like we got edge rusher, OT,
Or even a
wide
linebacker.
receiver. What
Yeah.
are you guys thinking right now? Where do we go?
The linebacker or like corner was looking nice to me.
Yep. As long as you don't
Okay,
got a
so
heart
linebacker.
condition or been to jail a bunch of times and shit.
Dude.
Hey,
Yeah.
you ain't lying. So we have Deontay Lawson out of Alabama at linebacker. We
Well,
have Peyton
shit.
Wilson. Go ahead.
They got some good players from that school now.
Yeah. But check this out. You got an Alabama guy,
Oh,
an LSU guy, and a Georgia guy.
dude, I like
Come on.
LSU.
Yeah, man, them Georgia defensive players are straight dogs, no pun intended.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, all right. Hey, so I'm going to bite the bullet on this one, guys. Let me see here.
Well, we didn't get a trade offer? No, not this time.
No, not this time. So I'll bite the bullet on this one. And I think think we go Deontay Lawson, bro, with the
Hey,
linebacker at this pick. I mean, like we secure that spot and we go with it. All right, so we're in. Now we got the second pick for the fifth, Adrian. We don't have a trade offer. So, and let me show you best on the board what we got. We got a linebacker, NC State, Peyton Wilson. We got a running back, Marshawn Lloyd, USC. Imani Bailey, running back, TCU. Omar Spates, linebacker, LSU. And tight end, Benjamin Urasek from
did we
Stanford.
take that? We took a corner, right?
No
No, we
linebacker.
haven't taken a corner.
Okay. What do we got any available?
Corner available. We have Zy Alexander out of LSU.
Yeah. Him.
Yeah. He says, all right, done deal.
That's DBU, man.
Yep, all right. Okay, so we're in the 6th round now, fellas. We don't have a trade off. All right. Right now, we have selected a D tackle, a QB, an offensive tackle, a backup D tackle, a linebacker, a corner. We have 3 picks left.
Yeah, we're back. We're drafting back.
So,
This is the best draft in Raiders
It
history.
is. It sure is.
so who do we go with? So who do we go with?
I mean, we might in one of these we might want to take a look at a running back. No, just
Yep. Get some depth.
You want depth? All right, let's do some
yeah,
depth.
but not Lim
Running
Bowden
back. All right.
or Bowden or whatever his
Okay.
last name is.
Lynn Bowden.
We got I like you, man. Hey, we got Dylan Johnson out of Washington. We got Ray Davis out of Kentucky. We got Joba Marks out of Mississippi. We got Blake Watson out of Memphis. We got LaShawn Williams out of Iowa. Jalen Wright out of Tennessee, and Jawar Jordan out of Louisville.
Hey, go get Penix boy out of Washington, like old Jacksonville did with ETN and Lawrence.
Yeah. Might as well give him his old running
So
back.
you want to go Dylan Johnson, guys?
Yeah, why not? I don't know this
We'll pick
guy.
up
I
this
don't even know
backup.
who he is, to be honest with you. But
I don't know either. So hey, we're drafting running back. Bam, we got depth at running back. We got corner. We got linebacker. We got DT. We got offensive line, QB, another DT. Should we go back to offensive line and secure the offensive line?
Yeah, I was about to
yeah,
say
we probably
yeah.
should have just
I don't know.
took another offensive lineman in that last round.
True. I don't know if
Let's-
Van Roten's gonna cut it.
That
So
dude's
we got
trash. He's hot garbage.
Are they just churching up his name, or is that really how you pronounce it?
It looks like Van
Van
Rotten
Rock.
to me.
I don't know.
I know.
That's exactly how it's spelled.
He
Van
he
Rotten.
sucks. And honestly, that's the big difference this year between last year. Is that dude?
Yeah.
What's
He
Gabe
is
Jackson up to these
fucking
days?
Yeah.
trash.
What's Gabe Jackson up to these days?
Yeah, what is he up to? All right, so guys, we got a guy from Georgia, a guy from Miami, Ohio, or Miami, Florida. Says Miami.
Yeah.
The guy from Illinois, a guy from Clemson.
What about that dude from Georgia? Is he what's his write up?
Yeah, let's get the
6'7"
Mount Kuiper.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. So they obvious this. Let's see here. We got Isaiah Adams coming.
Dang,
soon.
Xavier Trust though, that's a name right there. Xavier Trust.
Yeah, Xavier Trust. I mean, like
I'm
all
going
those guys
Georgia
are
because
obviously. Let's go Georgia.
There's some dogs.
I
They didn't even make the college playoff, man. The
Well, then you want
Shit,
to go Illinois then?
they
no,
still
that's
got
kind
some
of
players.
no, that's kind of a joke. They actually that's kind of that sucks they didn't, but yeah, Georgia's legit.
All right, man. Here's our last pick for this draft, fellas. We're at 213.
Fuck it, throw a dart and take a quarterback. Maybe he'll be Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy.
For real. Can't have too many
You
quarterbacks.
guys want to go? All right, let's see what we got here left, fellas.
Get some
You got to have one before you can have too many.
Yeah, get that competition in there.
We got Brady Cook. We got who else? Let's see here. We got Brady Cook. We got Kyle McCord. We got Sam Harmon. We got. So what are you guys thinking?
Ugh.
I don't know none of them dudes.
Give me Sam Hartman, man, from Notre Dame.
Last time we took a cook, it didn't work out,
Yeah.
right?
That's true.
Okay,
Michigan State. I like Notre Dame too. So
Yeah, in
let's
honor
go
of my
Notre
boy
Dame.
Demon King, let's go Notre Dame.
yeah,
Notre Dame for the Demon King. Sam
the
Hartman, you are
Irish.
Mr. Irrelevant here. All right, so guys, hey, for our draft here, we have now drafted Zahar Newton from Illinois with our first pick. We have Michael Penix Jr.
I love that.
out of Washington, QB. Okay, so we addressed DT, QB, and now right tackle is addressed with Tyler Guyton out of Oklahoma. We again addressed another D tackle with Kayvon Sweat. We got another linebacker, Deontay Lawson. We got a corner in Zay Alexander. We got a running back for depth. I mean, guys, I like this pick. We got a lot of depth. We got a lot of dudes that I think we need.
They're going to have to
I
address the
mean,
edge in free agency.
Yep.
yep. I mean, like we get another interior, and we
And
can push
Chase
him down.
Young is going to be a free agent. That might be worth something to look at.
Absolutely. So, no, and that's guys. That's our draft for today. So, hey, guys, let's move on and let me get your three keys to victory versus the Vikings. Okay, that's something that I want to hear from Adrian. Adrian, give me your three keys to victory, my brother.
All right. Well, we gotta somehow
Versus the
figure out.
Vikings.
We gotta not let Dobbs look like the best quarterback in the league for the week, right?
Okay.
So let's contain him, right? And not only so that's kind of a double edge right there. So by
And he
doing
had a
that,
bad
we
game last week.
right. I mean,
Yep.
they announced what today that they're gonna go with him.
Dude, they're going with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so right. So obviously, is Jefferson playing?
I think
Yes.
so. Yes, he's
He's
coming
back.
back off injury.
Well, then let's not make him have a feel too good. So lock him up, man. I think Alan. Alan said they were a good team. I don't think they're a great team, but obviously we get to the quarterback. We don't let Jefferson kind of go off, and then we our offense produces. So I think heavy defense and just score enough to win the game.
All right, Mike.
Red zone efficiency, man. We need to score in the damn red zone. Like, score in the red zone, you win games. That's 100%. That's number one. Number two, like I always say, man, run that football, hold that ball, long sustained drives, all of those things. And I'd like to see Devontae Adams get involved more, man. Like he hasn't had the season that he's supposed to have, but man, let's get this man the ball, especially in the red zone.
Yes, sir. Hey, no doubt. Hey, all in. Three keys to victory, bro.
Man, defensively, I think if we can play like we did against Miami,
Yep.
we're going to be in good shape. Like Gunny said, red zone efficiency, and just feed Josh. Do not get conservative, man. Step on their throats.
All right.
This is a
Hey,
winnable game.
absolutely, guys. And I think I'm with you guys. First of all, we got to contain Dobbs. We got to make sure that the pocket doesn't extend. We got to run the football, and we got to put back-to-back plays together where we are like offensively potent. And guys, we have made it to the last part of the show where we get our pick'em challenge. I thank you guys. I mean, like it's been a long time for this one, but let's get this pick'em challenge going so that way we can get everybody out of here, man. All right, fellas.
You
So,
grab it.
pick'em challenge for the week. Yes, sir. Hey, let's start with Adrian. Patriots Steelers. Who's your team, or who do you got?
So what are we saying? This is a spread or a head up
Head up.
or what are we doing?
Head up. Just win. Just head up.
Okay, well, Pittsburgh over New England.
Raiders, bitch!
All in. Patriots
Uh,
Steelers.
Steelers for sure.
Mike.
I'm taking the Steelers also.
All right. Hey, Mike, let's go with Texans Jets.
Texans. As much as that pains me.
Fuck your team!
I love that.
All in.
Yeah, I mean, how
All
do you not go the Texans the way they've been playing ball?
gotcha. Hey, Adrian.
Houston.
Gotcha. All right. Hey, all in. I got Rams, Ravens.
I mean, the Ravens should walk away with that game, but the Rams have been playing. Y'all go Ravens.
Fuck your team.
Hey, damn it, shit, Joe, you got to calm down, bro. Calm down with that energy. Okay. Hey, let's go with Adrian.
Baltimore.
Mike.
I'm gonna take the Ravens. Looks like they're at home.
Gotcha. Hey, let's go. Adrian, Panther Saints.
This is kind of interesting, but I'm gonna say Carolina plays New Orleans tough, and they're gonna win that
I
game.
love it.
Cars
Raiders,
and
bitch.
cars and concussion protocol, and let's see what Carolina can do.
Probably.
You're not going to take the man who eats dubs?
Hey man, I like Jameis, man, but I like him as a
Hey,
person. I think not as a quarterback.
if he throws 3 touchdowns, he's throwing 3 picks.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
But it'll be exciting.
Hey, yeah, it will be. Hey, hey, all in.
Hey, I'm gonna go with my boy Dion here. Ain't nobody care. Ain't, ain't nobody care. But
Fuck your team.
where is this shithole of a game being played?
It's in New
New
Orleans.
It's the New Orleans.
Orleans.
Man, I'll go New Orleans.
All right. And hey, so did I get Mike on that too?
I'm taking the Saints.
I got you. All right. Hey, let's go Colts, Bengals, and let's start with Mike.
I'm gonna take the Colts for reasons unknown.
Raiders, bitch.
Where is that game at?
It's in Cincinnati.
That is
Cincy.
yep. And let's go with hey Adrian.
Indy.
Yeah, I think Cincinnati blew their load last week.
Yeah,
Oh, I think so
I
too.
think Indy's playing good right now too. Or they're in it. So
All right, all in.
Man, it's hard to pick against Minshew Magic.
I was saying
But
Minshew mania, baby.
since he played well last week, hell, I'll be different. Let's go with Cincy.
Let's go. All right. Hey, let's go. Did I already got everybody on that
Yep.
one?
Yeah.
Not on. Yes.
Okay. Hey, let's go Bucks Falcons. And let's start with Adrian.
I'm gonna go with Tampa with the old what's his name?
Baker, touchdown maker.
Baker. Thank you, Baker to Evans, baby.
Gotcha. Mike?
I'm also gonna take Baker, touchdown maker.
All in?
Oh man. Let's go Atlanta at home.
Yeah.
Ooh, there we go. Let's
Hit
go.
it.
I love it. I love
You
it.
like the home teams, huh?
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah, in these games, man. I mean, you got Indy going to play outside, and the Falcons have just been playing good football at home.
All right.
They've been competitive games.
all right. I like it. I like it. Hey, let's go Jags, Browns, and let's start with all in.
God damn, that's another one with Trevor Lawrence playing. I mean, the Jags probably still win that game. I doubt Joe Flacco gets it done.
I think he's back on the practice squad.
Oh,
Yeah, and I think he might even be starting. Who knows, bro?
I'm pretty sure they moved him back to the practice squad, bro.
so who the hell's playing quarterback since the massage
Mas-
therapist is out?
the mas-
Bro, fucking Uncle Rico, bro.
I don't know. Yeah, Uncle Rico's good for the Browns. All right. Hey, let's go. Who's next on here for that? We got Jack Browns next. I don't know if I got
It
everybody.
has to
now
be
that
Jax
No,
for me, man.
yeah, I'm going Jacksonville too.
Just, I mean, we don't even have a quarterback over there in Cleveland.
So we got Jags.
They don't in Jacksonville either, but hard.
Yeah, that's true.
They got sunshine.
Fucking
They got
beat hard.
sunshine.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, guys, we got Lions Bears, and let's start with Mike.
Lions, Bears. Oh no, Lions.
Hey, let's go all in.
Bears should have beat them 2 weeks ago. That might be a game, man. That being said, I think the Lions might come out pissed off. Go Detroit.
Adrian.
Detroit.
All right. Hey, we got Seahawks, 49ers. We'll start with Adrian.
Fuck 49ers. So let's go Seattle. San Francisco was a little too high on themselves after the last game, and Seattle comes and fucks them up.
Oh, I like it.
Damn,
I
I like it.
All right, all in.
Man, San Francisco's best team in the league right now. They're healthy. Go Frisco. I fucking hate to say that.
You said it though. You said it.
I know,
I
but
know.
Fuck your team.
tell me I'm wrong.
No, I know,
Fuck
man.
your team.
I know.
Like sadly,
Yeah.
being a NorCal kid, man, God, that fucking drives me crazy, but they're the best team in the league.
Yes, sir.
It fucking sucks, man.
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah, Mike.
But I'm gonna take Seattle too. I think they're gonna.
Nice.
I think the 49ers gonna have a little letdown game after that beatdown they put on Philadelphia. They're probably feeling themselves a little too much. Let's call it that.
Yep.
That's just a hunch.
Hey, I like it, man. I'm hoping that does happen.
Yeah.
Now, hey, we got Vikings, Raiders. Let's go, Mike.
Raiders.
Thoughts?
Raiders.
All in. Adrian.
Hit that drop for me. The good one.
Raiders, bitch.
That's it.
All day. Twice on Sunday.
Yes, sir. Hey, Shit Show Joe, your thoughts?
Raiders, bitch.
Yes,
Fuck
sir.
your
Let's
team.
go.
I love it.
We got Shit Show Joe's thoughts, And let's go Broncos, Chargers.
Oh shit.
Man. Can I vote for a fucking
Broncos.
Scud missile?
Fuck your team.
That's pretty much what I think about that game. But
I want Bane to show up and yeah. Can we call Bane, please?
Stray Scud missile for the pick.
No doubt. So, Mike, thoughts?
You know what? I'm going to take the Chargers just because the Broncos have a better record, and I want the Broncos to be dragged down.
Yes, sir. All in?
Yeah, that would be cool, but the Chargers are fucking terrible.
Dog shit.
Jesus Christ, like all that talent, and you're just fucking trash. I think Denver probably gets it done.
All right. Adrian?
I'm going with San Diego for the same reasons that Mike said.
Superchargers. Charge.
I'm going the same way, Superchargers, and because Joe says this.
Fuck your team.
I love that
Broncos,
shit.
all right.
Hey, wait. Until he gets kicked out of the game.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. That happens quite often, so we have to make sure to keep them in. All right. Hey, Bills, Chiefs, guys. Hey, let's start with all in.
Fuck the Chiefs, Bills.
Adrian?
I don't think KC's lost 2 games in a row since they had Kermit the Frog, but I'm still going with Buffalo, and they're gonna yell shout all day, right, Alan?
Yeah, fuck that song too. Jesus Christ, God damn it!
But Buffalo for the record. So they have a song where they do shout, but they reworded it to put like Buffalo in their shit, and they play it over and over again in the stadium.
So fucking annoying.
It's fucking terrible, bro.
Hey, Buffalo's a badass time though. That's another conversation.
This is in Kansas City, this game.
Yeah.
Yep,
I know. But I'm going Buffalo.
All right.
Mike? I'm taking Buffalo too. Fuck the Chiefs.
My man.
Hey, so we're all with the Buffalo, all right? Because we all want to tell the Chiefs fans.
Fuck your team.
So we're gonna go move forward. We got the Eagles Cowboys. Who do you got, Mike?
Ooh, shit. This is fucking disgusting. But damn it. I'm not gonna take the Cowboys. I'm gonna take the Eagles this time. Coming off a bad loss, they gotta be pissed off.
Gotcha. All right. Hey, let's go, Adrian.
Philly.
All in.
Yeah, man. Fly, Eagles, fly. I think they're the better team. Dallas ain't beat nobody this
Hey,
year.
gotcha. Let's go. Hey, next fellas, we got Packers Giants. Let's start with Mike.
G-Man. I'm taking the Giants.
Jamin.
There's 2 Monday night games this week
Yeah, what's going on?
Yep, looks like it.
at the same
Oh,
fucking time. What kind of shit is
well,
that?
well, I guess that's a glitch on the time.
No,
No, that's real.
I'm not sure.
no. I think they're gonna do like they did last time. Maybe they're an hour apart, or yeah.
Maybe.
That's crazy.
All right, all in.
Go Pack, go.
Oh, cheeseheads. Let's go. Hey, Adrian for the tiebreaker.
Green Bay.
For all those cheesehead fans out there.
Exactly. Simone
Fuck
Biles.
your team.
That's another fucking good time to go to.
Yeah. Hey, we are definitely going to have all these conversations, bro. We're
Oh, hell
definitely
yeah.
going to put them out on the podcast of where you guys got to go, things like that. So that way you
Oh,
guys
yeah,
know.
that'd be fun, for
That'd
sure.
be a good
Hell
one.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're definitely going to do that. We're definitely going to do that. Hey, let's go Titans Dolphins for the last game, fellas. Hey, let's start with Adrian.
Miami.
All in?
Miami.
Gunny?
Yeah, that's 3 in a row right there. Dolphins.
All right, fellas. Well, hey, guys, I want to thank you guys for coming on the show. I know this has been a long one, hey, but at the same time, it's a bye week, so we had to cover a whole lot of stuff to break this episode for you guys. But guess what? The Silver and Black family thanks you guys for listening. Please click subscribe. Please click like. Guys, we are on Spotify, YouTube, anywhere that you can download social media or download your podcast, and social media wise, we're all over it. Instagram, Facebook. Guys, we can't wait to have you guys back on the show next week. And hey, it's always about one thing on this show, guys, and you guys know what it is. Hey, it's all Raiders. Hey,
And if
let's go,
not,
Silver and Black family. Let's go.
hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hit him with the old fuck your team on the way out.
Fuck your team.